Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free. Last year, the spark of the Great Revival was ignited. This 2026, the spark becomes a wildfire. Witness a bigger tour of Luzon 2026. 5 regions, 13 provinces, 14 grueling stages, local and international teams, 1 legendary title. Every pedal, every climb, straight to your screens. Catch the Tour of Luzon 2026 from April 29 to May 13 only on the Pilipinas Live app. Also available on One Sports and One Sports Plus.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
PBA basketball, ginalingan ng gusto. Shoot, sabay, sigaw. Dribble tapos hataw. Hiyaw parang lindol. Pastor Peter ni Idol. Solid ang laban, malupit ang galawan. Solid ang punch, malakas ang hiyawan. Ang action ay walang hinto. Sa solid na laro. Solid ang laban, malupit ang galawan. Solid ang punch, malakas ang hiyawan. Ang action ay walang hinto. Sa solid na laro. Baba ang depensa, mabilis ang opensa.
And the action continues inside the Big Dome for your PBA 50th Season Commissioner's Cup. Habang papalapit na tayo sa dulo ng ating elimination round, nagkakaporma na kung sino nga ba ang papasok sa ating playoffs. Nagkakapantsahan na rin kung sino ang aabante in the top 4 for the Blackwater Bossing. They just want to finish strong in their campaign as the push continues for the Meralco Bolts. They're still looking to finish in the top 4 sa ating standings to get that twice-to-beat advantage come the quarterfinals. Carlo Pamintuan po kasama si Jolly Escobar. Jolly, an important game for Meralco. This is a type of game na kailangan mo talagang ipanalo dahil meron silang gustong makuha at the end of the limit.
Well, first, Carlo, magandang hapon sa lahat. Hello, Carlo. And like you were saying, Meralco Boss, para sa akin, it's simple. They have to play Meralco type of basketball. The thing about Blackwater, wala na po silang pressure. They will be playing loosely. And a loose team is a dangerous team. Nakikita natin, ito po yung Meralco Bolts. After this, they have a couple of games pa, kaya they can go up to their best can be 9 wins pa para itong Meralco Bolts make a run. Of course, try to get this win muna. 7 wins. Ayan, that cements themselves sa top, sa 8 spots natin. Pero makikita natin ang Blackwater all the way sa may ilalim po. After this game, there's one more game converged. Their best will be 4 games. They will not be making the quarterfinals na po.
Yung mga nakaberde kanina, lahat yan pwede pa talaga na makuha yung Fab 4, including the Meralco Bolts, and they scored a big win in their last game kontra sa Barangay Ginebra. Usually, dikit yung mga labang ganito. Yung harapan ng Meralco and Ginebra, they battled so many times in the past, but Meralco just showed tenacious defense throughout that ball game. Makikita mo yan sa kakulangan ng assist numbers na nakuha ng Barangay Ginebra. That is way below their par.
That's correct. Second quarter was 29-13 in favor of the Meralco Bolts. Tapos tuloy-tuloy na sila yung final score, 112-91. Looking at the field goal percentage, just 55% para sa Meralco, only 47%. Ito yung sinasabi mo, Carlo. This is what usually Barangay Ginebra does to teams. Itong 27 assists, pero those of their own medicine did 27 assists on the Meralco side, 14 for Barangay Ginebra, 46 points in the paint, 24 Barangay Ginebra. The biggest lead of Meralco was 33, Carlo.
Umabot talaga sa ganun no? Hindi nagkaporma ang opensa ng Barangay Ginebra dahil sa igting ng depensa naman ng Meralco Bolts. You will not see a lot of huge numbers individually para sa Meralco because they defeated Ginebra as a squad. They had 7 players in double digits at patuloy ang ganda ng pinapakita nitong si CJ Cancino, slowly showing us that he will be a superstar in this league for Meralco.
Definitely, Carlo. Showing you the game against San Miguel, medyo low efficiency. Siya ng 12 points, 20% lang. Napakababa ng kanyang mga field goals. Did not make a 4-point field goal. 3-point field goals, 2 of 6, 33%. Kung makikita natin yung Barangay Ginebra lahat, tumaas. 18 points, field goals, 78%. Made a 4-point field goal, 2 of 4, 50% yung kanyang 3-point field goals. Tapos sa dalawang turnover, very, very efficient. CJ Cancino against Barangay Ginebra, Carlo.
Itong import ng Meralco Bolts will not be on top of your conversation in terms of best import of the conference, but he may be one of the top 4 imports in terms of where they will end up at the end of the elimination round. Dahil ito, sistema talaga yung pinapairal. And you're seeing the local shine because they have an import who just plays into his role. Ginagawa lang kung ano yung kailangan gawin para sa kanyang koponan.
Facts, Carlo. Not eye-popping numbers ipapakita natin. Pero it's okay, di ba? Like you said, it's a win. And nakaspread na maganda yung kanilang scoring. So 18 points is fine. 5 of 10 on the field goals. 1 miss lang yung kanyang free throws. 7 of 8. And then 9 boards. May 4 na assists. So okay lang yung mga numbers. Kasi yun na nga, like what Carlo mentioned, 7 silang naga-double digits dyan na Carlo.
Nagmi-meeting na ang ating opisyalis kasama yung mga team captains, Paul Zamar and Chris Newsom. Napag-uusapan naman natin ngayon. Again, not eye-popping numbers for Chris Newsom either in that contest, but his presence, especially in that breakaway second quarter, the defensive effort that they played with Jolly, hindi mo talaga makakalimutan. Doon nila tuluyan ng nilayuan itong Barangay Ginebra.
Hindi na natin makikita ang best player of the game ka, pero 12 puntos lang ang iyong maitatala. Pero yun na nga, it was nice. Despite it's actually very fulfilling for the coaches pagka ganyan kayo karaming nagdo-double digits. 5 of 8 ang kanyang mga field goals. Hindi nag-miss from the 3-point area. May 3 assists. Ito maganda. Dumidepensa kasi talaga ang Meralco. The dreaded defense of Meralco was 3 steals was Nuno Chris Newsom, Carlo.
Ano kaya ang diskarte ng Meralco Bolts for this ball game against the Blackwater Bossing? Ipasa na natin kay Miss Bell, Gregorio Bell.
Hindi rin daw inasahan ni Coach Luigi that they would win so dominantly against Ginebra. He takes pride in how they were able to convert those back-to-back heartbreaks into lessons learned on how to stay on point all throughout the game's 48 minutes. Mas gumanda rin daw ang ikot ng kanilang bola. Sinabi nyo na nga ang kanilang 27 assists and seeing 7 of their men score in double digits. Tonight, he wants them to sustain how they played with a sense of urgency, lalo na't mas nakakatakot daw kapag tumapat sa mga koponan who are playing with no pressure and have nothing to lose like Blackwater. Carlo and Jolly.
At yan nga ang haharaping hamon nitong Meralco Bolts. And you're seeing a lot of positives mula dito sa pagiging head coach ni Coach Patrick Aquino. You saw them pick up a huge win. Kahit na nga mas malalakas yung nakakalaban, pumapalag na lang. Sayang lang dahil itong Macau kaya naman dapat ng Blackwater Bossing. Unfortunately, their import was not able to see action in that ball game. And even with an all-local crew, they just lost by 4 points.
Highly contested ball game actually, Carlo. And you said they were missing the import. That's 33 points on average ang nawawala sa kanila. Robert Upshaw, final score 123-119, 71% on the free throws po sa Macau, 59% para sa Blackwater. Perimeter points, 42 for Macau, 25 lang ang Blackwater. Points in the paint, nanalo ang Blackwater dyan, 78-56. Starter points, again, because yung 33 points ni Robert Upshaw, wala doon. 106 starter points para po sa Macau.
Pero yung ibig sabihin niyan, yung mga locals, mas dadami yung pagkakataong tumira. Dadami yung pagkakataon to really show what they can do. And Christian David, wala namang duda na napakaraming sandata nitong si David. Nakakatira sa labas, may laki, may bilis din namang taglay. Kaya hindi na tayo nagugulat na kayang bumuhos, kayang dumiin 21 points sa conference high for Christian David.
Maganda sa kanya, may range talaga siya. He attempted 7 times from the 3-point area. Pero nakita natin, he was really mixing it up sa loob. Umaatake siya, getting offensive rebounds and putbacks. 21 points ang kanyang naitala doon na Carlo, may 7 rebounds pa etong si Christian David.
Pero syempre, hindi lang naman siya yung maganda yung pinakita para sa Blackwater Bossing. Itong si Paul Zamar also played well. Well, ito naman, hindi naman kaila. Shooter, shoot. Bibitaw at bibitaw. Itong si Paul Zamar, he knows his role. He knows his skill set. Kaya talagang oopensa itong si Zamar. Ang tanong dito, can he stay consistent? Can he provide another spark for the Blackwater Bossing?
They're hoping he does so dahil veterano na rin talaga itong si Paul Zamar. 2012 pa po nasa PBA ito. 3 championship na rin. 21 points na sinasabi ni Carlo was a conference high. 8 of 14 ang kanyang mga field goals. 2 of 4 ang kanyang 3-point field goals. May 4 na rebound pa. Again, like you said, Carlo, hoping itong si Paul Zamar na makapag-duplicate today.
The good thing for the Blackwater Bossing is that their import is in uniform. Itong si Upshaw, pag maganda yung nilalaro, talagang nag-iiba yung diskarte nitong Blackwater Bossing. I mean, you go back to that game against Barangay Ginebra, a game that they almost won. A couple of tight losses, nakakapanghinayang for Blackwater because they could have been at least a challenge dun sa race towards that 7th, 8th spot. Kaso nga lang, itong si Upshaw was not able to play in their last contest.
Nakakalungkot na phrase dun yung could have Yung could have, should have Sayang talaga. Ayan yung 33 points na sinasabi nating average nitong kanilang import. At mataas ang kanyang mga field goals 59%. He loves the shooting 4-pointers. 14 of 32, 44%. Napakataas po niya. This is a low percentage shot. Napakalayo po ng 4-point line natin. May 11.5 rebounds pa. Pero yun na nga, he missed that last game. Left Achilles. Masakit ang kanyang paa. Itong si big boy number 55, Robert Upshaw, Carlo.
Picture taking muna kasama yung ibang fans natin na nandito sa Big Dome. But now we send it over to Miss Belle Gregorio. Belle?
Maaasahan ang pagbabalik aksyon ni Robert Upshaw ngayong hapon. Pagkatapos ng kanyang MRI, it was discovered he has a strong case of a left Achilles tendonitis, pati na rin a grade 1 calf strain. Naramdaman daw niya yung sakit sa Achilles pagkatapos niya lang ni Japet Aguilar magbangga and felt the height of the pain during their Macau game, forcing him to sit out. Nakadalawang practice na siya, one with shooting, the other with fuller runs, and he has felt better since then. Pero ang compromise ay managed the minutes for him today to stay on the safe side. Carlo.
Yan ang tanong, gaano katagal, ilang minuto yung kayang ibigay itong si Upshaw para sa kanyang koponan because, you know, it's different, di ba? Iba talaga yung diskarte ng depensa ng Meralco pag merong Upshaw sa loob. Because, I mean, makikita mo yung import matchup natin, yung the thickest that we have in Upshaw against one of the slimmest on the other side, yung import ng Meralco.
Contrast yung dalawa, yung isa lean machine, yung isa parang push na malaki. Etong si Robert Upshaw, Carlo.
Blackwater, of course, hoping to get a good game coming from Bearfield as well. You know that he can explode at any given time, but 7 of 20 from the field simply is not going to cut it. At alam mo na rin naman na pinagtutuunan talaga ng pansin ng depensa. Itong si Bearfield, they don't want to see him get going. Kaya yung best guard defenders nila are almost always going up against him.
Well, it's number 3 in scoring sa mga locals, Carla. Yung 18 puntos na nakita natin in the last game. Pero 21 ang kanyang average. Itong si Cedric Bearfield. So we know he can score talaga. At alam mo, nakita ko, pero prior to yung 2 games before itong kanilang last game na he had 1 assist. Ang mga assists niya against San Miguel, 8. Tapos yung kanilang isang game, parang naka-crossing assist. I'm seeing a different Cedric Bearfield than the last many games, Carlo.
Ano kaya yung papakita niya dito kontra sa depensa ng Meralco Bolts? We know that Coach Luigi Trillo, Coach Nenad Vucinic, really proud of the way they play defense. Kaya sigurado, pinaghandaan nila. Hindi lang itong si Upshaw, kasama na rin yung mga main gunners ng Blackwater Bossing. Nasa tuktok ng listahan among the locals will be Bearfield. David will also be a marked man. So let's see how they try to contest the Meralco Bolts as we send it over to our venue announcer for the introductions of our starting units.
Good afternoon, mga PBA, and welcome to the PBA Commissioner's Cup. This is our first game, and it's time to meet the starting lineups for both teams. First, from your Meralco Bolts. Starting at guard from Pangasinan, number 5, Jason Brickman. Also at guard from Valenzuela City, number 71, CJ Cancino. At center is Meralco's import, number 3, Marvin Jones. At forward is a 3-time all-defensive team member from Cavite, number 7, Cliff Hodge. And also at forward is a member of the mythical team 2 seasons ago from Ilocos Norte, number 11, Awesome Chris Newsom. Head coach of the Bolts is Luigi Trillo. Now let's meet the starters for your Blackwater Bossing. At forward from Siniloan, Laguna, number 1, Abu Trader. Also at forward is the 2nd overall pick in the PBA 48th season draft from San Fernando, Pampanga, number 25, Christian David. At center is the Bossing's import, number 55, Robert Upshaw III. At guard from Urdaneta, Pangasinan, number 10, BJ Andrade. And also at guard is the 4th best scorer overall among all locals last season from Batangas, number 2, Cedric Bearfield. Head coach of the Bossing is Pat Aquino. Game officials are Mike Flores.
Ready to get things going. Our first game dito sa ating PBA Sunday doubleheader. Marty Montoya, Flor de Lisa, Charlie Parado, and Obet Arlegui will be our officials. Brickman, Cancino, Jones, Hodge, and Newsom para sa Meralco, Bearfield, Andrade, Upshaw, Tratter, at David naman para sa Blackwater. Coach Luigi Trillo versus Coach Patrick Aquino. Sila ang magtatagisan ng talino in their respective benches. The 2 imports will jump it up at center court. Ball is up, game is live, and away we go for our first offering here on your doubleheader PBA Sunday.
Carlo, mga starters ng Meralco, di naman yan nagbabago na palaging yun ang start para sa kanila.
Siyempre, yung tinitingnan mo dito, ano yung diskarte initially ng depensa nitong Blackwater. They send it down low. Ganda ng pagtakas mula dito kay Jones as he received a nice entry pass. Naiwasan yung depensa nito si Upshaw.
Napakadaling maging complacent kung you're the Meralco Bolts. You look at the win-loss records of yung magiging kalaban mo, then it's up to the coaches also to remind the guys na hindi pwedeng ganyan, partner, diba? We have to go 100%. Kaya na-mention natin double coverage, they have to play Meralco type basketball as makita natin yung bonus free throw, di na ipasok ni Marvin Jones.
Pero kita mo nga, no? Ito si Jones, all business as he starts this matchup.
Mukhang ganun, yung the way they move, no?
That will be a quick turnover against Blackwater. Bearfield could not hang on to the basketball. Alam mong madiin yung depensa nitong Meralco Bolts, so you cannot allow yourself to be sloppy, to be weak with your ball handling dahil pagbabayarin ka talaga nila. Cancino, natakasan. Another N1 opportunity, this time of a foul coming from Andrade.
It's just a terrific acquisition. I love the CJ Cancino acquisition of the Meralco Bolts. And you were talking about the dreaded Meralco Bolt defense. At ngayon, andyan na si CJ Cancino to really provide for points for the Meralco Bolts.
We noted the points in the paint advantage nitong Meralco, 46-24 against Barangay Ginebra. Ngayon, 4-0 against the Blackwater Bossing as they lead 5-0 in the opening minute of this match. Oh, another turnover. Natapik pa daw nitong si Bearfield bago lumabas.
Cedric Bearfield, wala pang isang minuto nakakadaan dito. Gusto naman mag-challenge. I'm really not a fan of yung mag-challenge kayo maaga-maaga.
Yep. And ito si referee Charlie Amparado was right on top of the action. Newsome takes the 3. Cancino ngayon naghahanap ng makakasama sa opensa. Newsome, this is open. The 3-point shot. Can't knock it down. Hodge with the offensive rebound. Brickman, 3-point shot. Wala pa rin. Christian David gets the board for Blackwater.
Gandang offensive rebound. Clifford Hodge, that's what he does.
Pero walang lumapit dito kay Cedric Bearfield. So he will score the first basket of the ball game for the Blackwater Bossing. Brickman. There's a switch. Cancino sa kanto. Baseline attack. To the other corner. Newsome. This is wide open, but he misses another 3-point attempt.
That's the second time CJ Cancino is really looking for his Kuya Chris Newsome. Pero twice from the 3-point area, hindi na ipasok ni Nunu.
There's a switch. David just shoots over the defense of Brickman, but he will miss. Cancino pushes it forward. Patungo dito kay Brickman. Yung pasa, masikip. Pero nasipa nito si David. No need to reset the shot clock. It will just stay at 19 para dito sa Meralco as we take another look at this conversion coming from Bearfield. The first field goal for Blackwater is a 3-point shot brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook.
Hindi ka talaga pwedeng ma-late dito sa pag-tag 3-point specialist na Cedric Bearfield.
Newsome just quicker to the loose ball. Nandun na dapat. Pwede nang hatakin itong si David, but Newsome turns garbage into gold. Another set of inside points for Meralco.
Napansin niya rin na parang miss niya from the 3-point area, so mixing it up. This time getting basket from underneath is Chris Newsome.
Not a lot of movement sa opensa. Itong Blackwater Bossing, David will try to use his size advantage. Ito kung size advantage na lang din. Siya yung may pinakamalaking bentahe. Upshaw scoring inside.
Ganda rin ang footwork, no? The quick spin. Hindi mo kasi.
Pero inaagaw niya yung bola and then he is fouled by David. That's offensive rebounds back-to-back para dito sa Meralco Bolts.
Christian David getting that rebound, has to pull it to his chest rather. Para hindi na masundot ng mga guards. Nagkaroon tuloy ng pagkakataong free throws itong si CJ Cancino.
Not sure if that will register as an offensive rebound or a steal na para dito kay CJ Cancino na hawakan na rin kasi nitong si David. Meanwhile, Cancino off to a good start. Yan yung kailangan nitong si Cancino is the efficiency. No? Basta mataas yung kanyang porsyento. Alam mong maganda yung kanyang nilalaro but he only manages a split from the line. Abu Tratter humihingi ng bola. Gusto pumoste kontra kay Cliff Hodge. Tratter posting up off the spin. That's a fishing expedition and he gets a bite. 2 free throws coming up for Abu.
Yun naman ang tama. Just take that to the chest of itong si Clifford Hodge. Di hamak na mas matimbang itong si Abu Tratter sa kanya. So pwede niyang araluhin itong si Clifford Hodge.
Nagbaba ng braso itong si Cliff Hodge. Just as Abu Tratter was gearing up for the shot. 2 free throws given to him. Again, no pressure basketball para dito sa Blackwater. You can just focus on running your plays, following the instructions of your coaches. End of the day, hope to add another win to your tally.
Tama ka. So slowly looking forward na rin siguro, di ba? Planning your next conference na rin. You're seeing the guys who are going to play well. Malalaman mo na yung mga rotations mo in the future. Kung ito si Pat Aquino. So these players have to play well and show Coach Pat, di ba? Na Coach, pwede ako.
Ito, susubok ng isa pang tres. Pangatlong subok sa wakas. Pumasok na para kay Chris Newsome. That will be the first 3-point conversion of the ball game for the Meralco Bolts. Cancino got entangled with Abu Tratter. The defense going under. Di nakapag-usap ng mabuti doon. I thought Christian David was expecting a switch with Abu Tratter. Kaya bigyan nila ng bukas na tira itong si Nusap. Good drive. Floaters go down the bank para dito kay Bearfield. 5 points in the game.
CJ has to be better than that. CJ Cancino, yung kanyang lateral movement. Si Bearfield just blew past him.
And then they get a stop. Bearfield on the attack now. Pero ibibigay niya kay Upshaw. Upshaw trying to bulldoze. Ito si Jones ang ipagpangkaan sa ilalim. That's 2 for 2 now. Napakaliit ang depensa ko. Sabi niya, pinapakita lahat. Parang duwende yung depensa nito si...
Tumatalsik Carlo, eh, no? Babawi din. Binangga din yung ano, pero hindi naman masyado natinag.
Di man lang gumalaw. Dito na lang sa labas, sabi nito si Jones, and he will get the friendly bounce. 2 points is 2 points.
Pare, success rin naman on the Meralco side yung sinasabi mo. Nice little 14-footer magmula kay Marvin Jones.
13 to 10, a 3-point advantage for Meralco. How about Bearfield? Really heating up early in this ball game. May 7 na yan.
Yung sinasabi natin, nice loose basketball para din sa Blackwater Bossing. Ganda naman nun. Pero inabot.
Cancino thought he was fouled. Referee saying nope. As Blackwater gets another stop. Upshaw, titira, 4. Pasok yan. Lilipad. Ito si Robert Upshaw.
Top of the coverage. Pinag-uusapan natin yung kanyang 4-point shot. He loves the 4-point shot. Robert Upshaw.
Pero mukhang tumingin na dun sa kanyang bench. Baka hihingi na ng substitution. Ito si Upshaw as Jones hits another mid-range jumper.
Getting ready to check in is CJ Austria. Gandang mga nilalaro para sa Blackwater Bossing. Rookie.
Isa pang 4. Short this time for Upshaw. Rebound goes to Cancino. Hodge hindi pipilit. Jones backs out on the attack. Foul given up, and that will signify that he will exit this matchup for the time being. Sabi nga ni Miss Bell, Gregorio kanina, manage minutes yung lalaruin ito si Upshaw.
Mahirap. It's hit him with it too small. Mahirap yung, di ba yung ganyang pangangatawan, up and down. So talagang hirap sumabay. The 4-point shot and ang mga pakpak lumabas.
Lamang ng isa, Blackwater 16 to 15 off of the 8 points of Upshaw. Jones naman, mintis, offensive rebound, and then the slam. Ang dami bigla na ismash sa ilalim.
Tama, sabi niya, wala na si Big Boy, wala na si Robert Upshaw. Araruin ko na si Albert Trotter. Missed his first attempt, got it back, cleaned it up. Marvin Jones.
Lead shifts back to the Meralco Bolts, 17 to 16 as you approach the midway mark of your first quarter of action. An eventful first quarter so far.
Entertaining.
Austria, free agent pickup. Left in the unrestricted list by his former team.
You wonder why. Napakagaling nung bata. Di ba? Very, very crafty CJ Austria.
Enjoying his time, getting his opportunities with the Blackwater Bossing squad. Brickman using the screen from Jones, attacking the defense, throwing his body against Andrade and throwing the foul for 2. Such a vet itong si Brickman.
Oo nga. Ang ganda na ng lateral movement. Nakasabay itong si JJ Andrade, pero at the pumalo pa at the last second nito, he will miss his first attempt. Comes back and throws it down, Marvin Jones.
And now we're ready to have our first time out of the ball game, brought to you by Solaire Online. Play the game your way on Solaire Online Sportsbook. 17-16, 1-point lead para sa Meralco Bolts.
Nakatutok pa rin kayo dito sa tapatang Meralco at Blackwater. Knowing how to win and being hungry to not let go of this feeling is something Coach Pat is still trying to instill in the bossing. With this team being in this kind of position in the standings, malaking bagay daw yung change in mentality for the future. He called them out after their Macau loss dahil hindi niya nagustuhan yung hero ball mentality and them taking matters into their own hands. Ngayong hapon, gusto niyang makita ang pag-apply ng mas matinding pressure sa pagdepensa para bumaba ang efficiency lalo niya nila Cancino at Brickman at ang pagtakbo to take advantage of Meralco's hectic schedule. Wala pa rin makakabalik mula sa kanilang injured list pero dumagdag dyan si Richard Escoto because of a groin injury from practice. Carlo.
Maraming salamat, Miss Bel Gregorio, for that report. Napakarami pa rin talaga ng mga injured para dito sa Blackwater Bossing. Of course, that is a big challenge, no, for a coach na hindi mo magamit yung ibang mga players. So si Jet Mendoza, left calf strain, Arky Ilagan, hamstring strain. All of them not available for Blackwater in this game as you see Meralco extending their lead 19-16.
Actually, an interesting situation din para sa kay Coach Pat Aquino and Blackwater. If you're a player, di ba, you have to be able to make a good account of yourself. Kasi yun na nga, may bagong coach, there's gonna be a new system. Tapos, di ba, iniisip niya, baka there might be changes para dito sa susunod na konferensya natin na nandyan na, June na yan.
Changes that he already alluded to, no? May mga sinabi na siya, mga kailangan pagbabago para dito sa Blackwater. That would prove to be a clean swipe from the defense. Itong si Chris Newsome, parang sabi niya, nahampas siya sa kamay, but he will tough it out and stay in this ball game as Blackwater will get a stop. Bearfield, Andrade, Austria, David at Abu Tratter ang limang gagamitin ni Coach Pat Aquino. So only one substitution for him. Sa kabila, wala pang nagbago para dito sa Meralco, still sticking to their first five. Switch now, Austria, hinahamon. Ito si Newsome, met by the double team. Abu Tratter dumps it down low. Austria, I think, was not ready for the pass. Akala niya, panira na for Abu.
Empty possession. Medyo magulo yung kanilang possession at that point itong Blackwater Bossing. Coach Pat on your screens. Intense na intense.
Patrick, we know him as a winner in yung women's dynasty, Gilas Pilipinas Women. Ganda rin ng performance. Napakaraming naipanalong laro nitong si Coach Patrick, and he wants to bring that winning mentality dito naman sa Blackwater Bossing. Three-point shot is good for Marvin Jones, who has 11 points immediately here in this first quarter.
See the full package of mid-range jump shot, three-pointer. We saw him continue to get an offensive rebound and put back. Marvin Jones, and we were talking about him, nice, steady import para dito sa Meralco Bolts.
Another turnover, pangatlong turnover na yan coming from Bearfield as he check out this three-point shot coming from Jones, launching one and extending their lead to 6 points, 22-16.
Di siya kina-close out ni Abu Tratter, Carlo, na pinapatira sa kanya. He made them pay no pagkakataong yun.
Another physical defender in Bradwin Ginto. Poposte naman itong Jones. They swing it. Newsome. Good physical defense coming from Austria. Babalik ang bola kay Newsome. Another bump. Pero ngayon, tatawagan na as New will get two.
Sayang. Playing defense sana without fouling. Nakita natin yung magandang bump galing kay Bradwin Ginto. Sabi mo yung kay CJ Austria, okay naman yung kanyang lateral movement and trying to stay with the offensive player. Pero wala, natawagan ng foul, Carlo.
May kwento sa atin si Miss Bell.
Yes, Carlo, kapag kinakausap natin itong si New, hindi man natin banggitin, lagi niyang napapag-usapan si CJ Cancino. With CJ being in what New sees is his prime, mas gugustuhin daw niya to let CJ shine, understanding na hindi na tukol kay Chris Newsome ang opensa ng Meralco. But when he sees his teammates struggle, he doesn't shy away from taking charge. But he did note na kapag hindi siya masyadong umi-score, ay doon daw sila nananalo. And the trend was evident in their victory against Ginebra. Just 12 points for him, but 6 of his other teammates in double digits. Gentlemen.
And you love the leadership coming from Newsome, yung ganyang klaseng mentality makes for a winning basketball team. Kaya mo, dinidepensahan, mas malaki sa kanya, but he forced a bit to a miss. And now, they will complete the stop as Cancino tapped the rebound over to Jones.
Nangangagat na naman ang depensa nitong Meralco Bolts, yan ang kanilang identity. No easy baskets ang kanilang mantra.
Another 3 attempt. Good again for Chris Newsome. Pangalawang 3 sa larong ito. He also is in double digits now.
Magandang depensa on one side, getting baskets on the other. This is the biggest lead ng ating ball game. Itong 11, Carlo.
11-point advantage, 27-16. As Austria swings it over to Zamar. Goes on the attack. Signature. Zamar jumper from the mid-range.
The correct play. Nakita niya, much taller than Jason Brickman. Attacks the middle, a little bit of a fadeaway jump shot. Paul Zamar makes it happen.
Mintis yung layup, but another offensive rebound. Tapos, simpleng-simple na lang. Mula dito kay Brickman.
I was about to say, mukhang dali-dali naman nun. Pinulot lang, easy floater para dito kay Jason Brickman.
Fairfield. Papunta kay Zamar. Oh, another easy pickup, another steal for Cancino. And the easiest basket of the ballgame, hihingi ng timeout. Ito si Coach Patrick Aquino dahil hindi siya natutuwa sa pinamimigay na bola, mga turnovers. Mula dito sa Blackwater Bossing, and this timeout is brought to you by Soler Online. Play the game your way on Soler Online Sportsbook.
You're waiting for something to happen and you're not doing anything.
You know, the thing with CJ is he wants it so bad, and I can see that fire that he has, and it's actually a great thing. But again, a fire that's not controlled can burn down forests. So with CJ, it's about helping him to understand how to tame his fire and how to use his fire at the right moments, and to just know that he has a team that is with him that is going to support him.
Hindi ko alam kung best player of the game interview or philosophy orals yung naririnig ko mula dito.
Words of wisdom.
Napakagaling talaga magsalita. Ito si Noah as we take a look at the run currently for the Meralco Bolts. 18-2. Kasi kanina dikitan lang ito, di ba?
Yes, biglang malago. Napakaswerte naman ni CJ Cancino na, di ba? Itong yung mga veterano ng Meralco Bolts, taking him under their wings. Siya, tsaka I'm sure si Clifford Hodge, ganun din.
Morel, papasok sa laro kasama si Troy Malilin. Morel inside, blocked by Bates.
I miss Brandon Bates, Carlo.
Yeah.
Diba? Dahil, well, that's to be understood. Pag yung reinforcements, malalaki, nababawasan talaga ang playing time ng mga malalaking locals. So, bihira natin makakita. Nakita natin na nakakumuha agad ng shot block. Itong si Brandon Bates.
Oh, good pass back from Malilin. Hindi na natauhan yung nag-inbound. Itong si David Morel as he scores inside. So at least inch them closer, down by 11 still. Mocon. They swing it. Banquero. Patungo kay Aaron Black. He's fouled for 2 free throws coming up.
Atake baseline, tried to finish with his offhand. Aaron Black. Mare-reward siya ng dalawang free throws.
Ayan, all bench units for both teams.
Yes.
Black, Banquero, Mocon, Bates. At Bong Quinto sa isang banda. Malilin, Morel, Austria Zamar at Bradwin Ginto naman para sa kabila. And double-digit output in the first quarter for both Jones and Newsome, combining for 21 of their 32 points. As Black manages a split. Morel on the drive. Ilalabas muna kay Malilin. Troy Handoff patungo kay Zamar. Launches from downtown and it is sweet. 3-point conversion for Paul Zamar.
Well, kumpiyansa. We were talking about his yung magandang point production nung nakaraang laro. Itong si Paul Zamar.
Pero alam na natin yan eh. Huey pa lang. Ganyan na ang diskarte nito si Paul Zamar. He's really a gunslinger for all the squads that he has played for. But big size advantage para kay Mocon. Ilalabas. Bong Quinto. 3-point shot. Babawiin sa kabila ni Bong Quinto.
First bucket of Bong Quinto. Yung kanyang yung 3 points na yun.
35-23. Narinig natin kanina via Miss Bell na gusto ni Coach Patrick Aquino just to play better defense, but 35 points allowed in the first quarter. Kailangan may magbago dyan para dito sa Blackwater. Another stop here for the Meralco Bolts. Bong Quinto, siya na rin ang magbababa ng bola. Black sends it to Brandon Bates. Swings it over to Quinto. Rejects the ball screen. Atake sa gitna of the paint touch. Yung kanyang pasa, deflected and stolen. Paul Zamar with a takeaway. This is a 3-on-2. Austria, smart move, and he completes the play with a layup.
Yung sinasabi natin kanina, very, very crafty player is CJ Austria. Ganda naman ang kanyang pagka-gather doon at magandang finish para kay Austria.
To beat the buzzer, the layup won't work. Para dito kay Chris Banquero, at dyan natin tatapusin ang ating first quarter of action. It was tight at the start pero biglang kumawala itong Meralco Bolts. Maganda ang simula mula kay Upshaw pero mas maganda yung pagtatapos ng first quarter para kay Jones at sa kanyang buong kubunan dahil lamang sila dito ng 10. It is 35 for the Meralco Bolts and 25 for the Blackwater Bossing at the end of our first 12 minutes of action inside the Big Dome. This is your PBA Commissioner's Cup Elimination Round.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang na.
I think just lesson learned. Our third and fourth quarter of those games, they outplayed us. And you know, sometimes you have to pay the heavy tuition fee, right? So sa amin naman, we did a good first and second quarter, but it was good that our third quarter, we didn't let our guard down, right? So by the time the fourth quarter came, we were in control because we had a good third quarter as well.
Picked up a big win against Barangay Ginebra dahil hindi ka lang natutulungan sa win-loss column, matutulungan ka pa kung nagkatabla-tabla, di ba? Sa quotient, napakalaki kasi nung abante nitong Meralco Bolts. So if they fall into a tie with Barangay Ginebra, they have win over the other. If it's a triple tie with Barangay Ginebra, then they will have a huge advantage in quotient. So just a favorable situation para dito sa Meralco Bolts.
Parang good feel-good win yung nangyari sa kanila. Coach Luigi was talking about yung kanilang nakapagpuhunan sila. That second quarter, that big second quarter, then into the third quarter. Nag-run ng konti in the fourth quarter para kay Ginebra, pero yun naman marami nang naimpok sa bangko yung Meralco nung laro niya.
Nag-overcommit dun sa denial itong si Brandon Bates. Gave up the baseline spin to Upshaw, but he will miss his first free throw. Nagpahinga the midway mark of the first quarter. Managed minutes siguro pa 6 minutes, 6 minutes yung lalaroin per quarter nito si Upshaw as he gets a second free throw to drop.
Pero alam mo, Carlo, kahit na nung prior to that injury na sinasabi niya, no, hindi mo rin talaga pwedeng maibabad naman, di ba? Yung very, very heavy minutes in a ball game is Robert Upshaw. Pag tinakbuhan ka na ng mga teams, mahirapan na siya.
That familiar floater coming from CB. Chris Banquero extends their lead. Back up to 11 points, 37-26. Babalik na naman sila kay Upshaw sa ilalim. The double comes from up top. Tinitignan kung saan papasa. There is a cross-court pass available ng Araro na lang. Looked like it could have been a traveling violation first. Pero he will get the benefit of the doubt. 2 more free throws for Upshaw.
Mahirap talaga stopin sa half-court set itong si Big Boy, Robert Upshaw. Pero once they get that stop, Meralco Bolts, I'm sure they're going to push the ball. Tatakbo sila, try to get some layups, Carlos.
Hirap kasi sa laki talaga nito si Upshaw. Kahit na mag-double team ka, nakikita niya pa rin yung buong sahig.
Kaya nga,
alam niya, nababasa niya pa rin kung saan siya pwedeng pumunta in terms of passing or attacking. Nakatira na ng 4 kanina, kaya lumilipad-lipad na ang paru-paro na si Upshaw.
Makikita mo talaga yung skill. Magaling di ba? Sinasabi mo yung kanyang passing ability. Nakikita natin that 4-point shot is, so he really has range. High percentage, parang in the 40s. 40% yung kanyang 4-point shot.
Sampu pa rin ang abante dito. Banquero, layup naman ngayon. Using his speed to avoid the defense. Again, there should be adjustments. Jolly and how Blackwater is defending in this ball game. Another 4. Not this time para kay Upshaw. Mocon grabs the board.
The thing about him shooting force, makakababa agad siya sa depensa. Kung galing siya sa low post, mahirapan.
Baseline drive that bounces off of the leg of Bong Quinto for a turnover against Meralco. We send it back to Bell.
Nagustuhan ni Coach Pat kung paano gumalaw ang bola amongst the bossing in the first quarter. And with Rob now back, they want to feed him more near the basket. Kung meron daw silang makitang advantage once they run, go ahead. If not, ayantayin daw muna nila na makasettle si Rob. On defense, mas gusto niyang mas mahigpit ang pag-control kay Banquero at ang pag-recover, lalo na kay Quinto kapag nasa labas siya. Gentlemen.
Thank you for that report, Bell. Meanwhile, another fast break opportunity ang makukuha ng Meralco Bolts. But if you are Blackwater, you're not too mad with the results. You sent itong si Brandon Bates to the free throw line. Alam naman natin yung kanyang porsyento hindi ganun kaganda from the stripe. So let's see if he can take advantage of this opportunity to get some offense going.
Pero by design yun, when we were talking about it earlier, Ricardo, lalo na yung Brandon Bates na tao nitong si Rob Upshaw. Oras na makakuha sila ng stop, tatakbo, rim run na kaagad itong si hoping to get a layup was Brandon Bates, pero na-foul siya. Ito yung kanyang mga free throws.
Friendly bounce on the first free throw for Brandon Bates, trying to extend their lead now. Oh, 2 for 2 for Bates. Very good. 14-point advantage. 41-27.
Sarap ng pakiramdam na yan, Carlo, as isang big man. Hindi ka masyado nagagamit. You step to the free throw line and you make balls. He's feeling good about himself, Brandon Bates. I know it.
Lalong sisipag yan sa trabaho niya sa depensa. Ipagbanggaan dito kay Upshaw. Spins away from the double team. He is fouled again. At ganyan talaga. Diba? Ganyan talaga kahirap depensa ito si Upshaw.
So nakikita natin si Raymond. I'm looking at the bodies na will be thrown at Rob Upshaw na mga malalaki. No? So that's gonna be Brandon Bates. Sigurado tayo si Kyle Pascual. Maya-maya makakaramdam ng mga minuto na yan.
Mga kapatid, abangan ang mga pinakabagong programa ng 105.9 True FM. Mas pinaagang balitaan kasama ang Balita Alas 3 at Good Morning Bayan sa hapon at gabi naman. Ay bagong makakasama si DJ Makirena sa LSS True Confessions with DJ Tony at Labuching simula ngayong Lunes, May 4 sa 105.9 True FM. 2 good free throws. 12 puntos para dito kay Upshaw pero 12 pa rin ang abante ng Meralco Bolts. Jones, the one-hander. Talagang alam niya no? Paano iiwasan yung depensa nito si Upshaw.
Unfaced naman siya. Talagang ina-atake niya din. Tulad na sinabi mo, iwas lang, di ba? Para makakuha niya yung little 8-footers niya, 8-foot floaters niya. Si Marvin Jones.
Kasi bakit ka nga naman makikipagbanggaan dito kay Upshaw? Iwasan mo na lang.
3.50 yan. Boss, ang laki niyan. Parang kawawa. Parang ragdoll. Pag sa half-court, pag offensive rebound, wala na. Almost impossible to stop. Itong si Rob Upshaw. Tumitilapon Tino po, isang baga. Bang, may iwas na lang pero tatalsik talaga siya. Parang kalahati lang ang timbang siguro ni Marvin Jones dito kay Upshaw.
Parang nabuwal yung ugat no? Parang umaangat. Itong si Jones, sa bigat itong si Upshaw. But then, a good fight back for the Blackwater Bossing here in the second quarter. Still an 11-point lead though for Meralco. Banquero sends it out to Mocon. Jones naman, dito lang siya. Jumper, wala yan. Rebound battle is won by Malilin.
Sayang ang elbow jump shot, di na ipasok. Magandang depensa magmula sa white shirts. Ito, magandang depensa din para dito sa Meralco Bolts. Here they come.
Yep, tatlo kontra sa isang depensa. Madali na yan para dito sa Meralco Bolts as Aaron Black scores on the layup.
Nicely run, fast break, 3 against 2. Ended up in the hands of AB Aaron Black. Easy left-handed layup.
Parang gustong bumalik agad-agad sa poste. Upshaw catches deep. Unstoppable.
All day, baby. This is all day guard. They will go to him at the post. Throw 2-3 defenders at him. Kaya pa rin niya sinaruin Carlo.
Alam mo, Jolly, may panghihinayang ka rin, no? What if itong si Upshaw was there from the start of the conference para dito sa Blackwater? Kasi alam natin napaka-importante niyan to get the correct import immediately, to get a bit of a preseason with him. Maaral niya yung mga plays niya, makapagpa-condition pa ng konti.
Tama ka.
Because if you look at the other top teams, no, you have NLEX, you have Rainer Shine, you have Barangay Ginebra, you have the Meralco Bolts, even the fifth team at TNT, lahat yan original imports. Walang nagbago sa kanila in their bid here to perform well in the Commissioner's Cup.
Daniel Ochefu, they started with itong Blackwater Bossing.
Susubukan na naman tumakbo. They go up top. Aaron Black off the lob pass. Will reset dahil nakapag-set up na yung depensa nitong Blackwater. Black using the screen. The flip shot, no good. Malilin with the rebound.
Getting defensive stops off their own. Blackwater hoping to capitalize on the other side. Very, very early pa sa ating second quarter. Double-digit lead ng Meralco Bolts.
Bearfield, sinusukat ang depensa ni Banquero. Hard show kontra kay Bearfield and then the steal. Tatakbo na naman itong Meralco Bolts. This will be another walk in the park for Chris Banquero.
Well, let's expect a lot of fast break points dahil din talaga by design. Tatakbuhan talaga nila Blackwater Bossing, especially pag ganyan sa loob si Upshaw.
Lason talaga yung live ball turnovers, Jolly, no? Parang wala ka nang magagawa. Tatakbo ang Meralco. Meanwhile, Malilin will try again and score on the second try.
That's nice. Other plays helping itong kanilang reinforcement. Robert Upshaw getting most of the points from underneath. Pero ito, si Malilin tumutulong din.
Malilin, one of the bigger names coming from high school, coming from the LaSalle system. Pero the collegiate career, I think, did not pan out as well as he would have hoped. Pero ngayon, susubukan na talagang magbigay ng espasyo para sa kanyang sarili with Blackwater. Meanwhile, Bong Quinto getting a net one opportunity as he just took it strong against the defense of Troy.
Yes, na-experience. Troy Malilin. Quick spin, finishing with the offhand Bong Quinto. Very nice.
Even if Blackwater Bossing are getting their looks on offense, nananatili naman na kontrolado ng Meralco Bolts ang larong ito as they've extended their lead once again to 13. Pwede pang maging 14 yan off of this bonus free throw for Bong Quinto.
Tingnan natin yung mga puntos. Robert Upshaw, 17 points parang nangyayari. They're giving Upshaw his points. Pero the next is Bearfield na at 7. Tapos mga low scoring, mga 3 na lang yung mga iba. Carlo, kaya very much in control. Like you said, itong Meralco Bolts.
Tignan natin kung gaano pa katagal mananatili itong si Upshaw.
It's a good
entry pass. At nabangga siya nitong si Mocon. He will take 2 free throws.
Buhat-buhat mo yung 350 pounds na yan kaya maganda yung punto mo. Mahirap tumagal na bit-bit mo yan.
I think humingi na siya. I think he's going to be subbed out after this free throw. And the next dead ball.
Kaso shot. Si Malilin na pinalitan.
Di pa pwede siya siya yung free throw shooter. But he already motioned for Coach Patrick Aquino to think about who will replace him. Upshaw gets 2 for 2 with his free throws.
Sabi ni Pat, wag muna, diyan ka muna, magpakondisyon ka naman. Tumakbo ka pa ng konti dyan because I don't see anybody getting ready to check in para kay Rob Upshaw.
Aaron Black, umatake sa gitna. Short corner jumper will not go in para kay Mocon, but he will have that shot available throughout this ball game. PJ Andrade Yung kanyang pasa, nasa low nitong si David who towers over Aaron Black, and then a loose ball foul will be called here against Abu Tratter. Sorry miss for David.
Oo nga. Kanina top of the coverage, you were talking about him mixing it up sa loob. He has that three-point shot, pero it would be nice for him to play inside also. No, itong si Christian David get some offensive rebounds.
Lalo na ang liit na nung depensa niya.
Kaya nga, di ba? That's about
6'7"
6'7" yan, Carla, di ba? Christian David, malaki.
Jones against two defenders. Banquero, 4-point shot is good. The first player to score a 4-pointer in the PBA adds to his tally and extends their advantage to 16.
I'm looking at some numbers. Interesting. Ito si Banquero has yet to make a 3-pointer dito sa ating konferensya.
Puro 4, no?
Puro 4 ang kanyang iniitsa.
Sayang naman daw, konting hakbak na lang. Additional 1 point. Meanwhile, Andrade could not hit it off the bank. Oh, good pass. Banquero misses the layup though. But look at Mocon fight for the loose ball. A quick pass to Jones. Angat, one-hander. Wala pa rin. One more opportunity for the Bolts. 4 na naman for Banquero. That almost goes as the stop is finally completed by the Blackwater Bossing courtesy of Bearfield. Bearfield absorbs the contact and he will take 2.
Itong 16-point advantage ng Meralco. Ito ng bagong biggest lead ng ating ball game.
And we're headed to a timeout. 5 minutes, 14 seconds remaining. Pwedeng bawasan itong si Bearfield ang kanilang hinahabol as this timeout is brought to you by Solaire Online. Pay the game your way on Solaire Online Sportsbook. At ito yung year 6 ng ating blood donation drive in partnership with the Red Cross, with the Smart Araneta Coliseum at ang inyong PBA. Mga bumisita pa na players coming from the Meralco Bolts. PBA Commissioner Willie Marshall was also there. Ayun, si Kuya Neil Baharas, nag-donate din pala ng dugo. Napakabait talaga na tao. Meanwhile, syempre, lahat ng nag-donate ng dugo ay may libreng ticket po para makapasok dito sa laro. Di ba? Nakatulong na kayo. Nakapanood pa kayo ng PBA. Pwede pa kayong magpa-picture mamaya kay Jolly Escobar. Ano pa ba ang hihingin nyo?
Our peoples. Nakakatuwa naman ang daming nagdo-donate ng dugo.
Fairfield inching closer. At itong si Upshaw, hindi pa nilalabas. Binababad ni Coach Patrick Aquino. Asking him to play a bit more here in the second quarter as compared to the first. Kanta ng Kalao, pero yung hang time finish ay hindi uubra para dito kay Quinto.
Laki na sinachallenge si Bongkito itong si Christian David. Almost got the lane. Just enough defense para ma-stop na si Bongkito, Christian David.
Upshaw pinapaposte. Itong si Abu Tratter. Big collision down low. Tratter. His pass. Wala sa forma. Nanakawin na naman itong si Bongkito. Aaron Black with a paint touch. Mocon, the swing. Banquero. Nabangga. Palabas. That will not be in the act of shooting. And wala pa naman sila sa penalty. Pang-apat pa lang na team foul ng Blackwater Bossing.
Hindi pa rin nilalabas si Rob Option.
Akala niya yata sa kanya na yung substitution na yun.
Mamakaawa na yan. Coach Pat Aquino, ayaw pa rin siya ilabas.
Ni Coach di maunahan. Yung susunod, baka sa'yo na.
14 points na lang naman itong kalamangan ng Meralco Bolts. Hindi pa rin. Christian David ang pagpapahingay ni CJ Austria.
So Banquero, third player in double digits for the Meralco Bolts. CB, abutan. Itong si Una, the shot blocked. And Blackwater will try to look for something early. Fairfield, binabantayan itong si Cliff Hodge. Screen provided, there's a switch. Now Upshaw. Big Dome imploring him to attack. Instead, it's BJ Andrade who kicks it out to Austria. 3 to score. Kailangan bumitaw. 3-point shot. No good. Hodge with the rebound.
Gandang defensive stop na naman para sa Meralco Bolts.
Jones hands it off. Patungo dito kay Brickman. Brickman umatake, pumihit, pumasa. This is a long two. It will not bounce in. Oh, but itong si Jones, walang nag-bounce out sa kanya. Sa kanya pa rin yung offensive rebound of the spin. Kicks it out. Corner. 3-point shot is open for Brickman. No good. Rebound for Una.
Nobody picking up that rebound. Okay lang, hindi sila naka-score. Hindi magwawala si Coach Patak. This is an offensive foul. CJ Austria, ganda naman ang pag-establish ng position itong si Clifford Hodge.
We know that he is physical. Alam niya kailangan niyang gamitan ng bigat itong si Hodge. But Hodge is also adept in defending yung mga ganyang klaseng pag-atake. That's an obvious call to make it. This time out is brought to you by Solaire Online. Play the game your way on Solaire Online Sportsbook Meralco. Sila by 14 heading into this quick break. Chris Banquero, instant impact coming off the bench para kay Coach Luigi Trillo. 10 points, 4 assists, agad-agad ang kanyang bibitawan.
Maganda dito, Carlo, tatlo silang, parang kanilang last game, tatlo silang nasa double digits, 13 points para kay Marvin Jones. Tapos may G-Spoon rin itong si Chris Newsom. So 3 guys in double figures kagad para sa Meralco Bolts.
7 yung umabot dyan, no, in their last game against Barangay Ginebra. Jones attempts another 3-point shot, too strong. Upshaw with the rebound. Oh, Bearfield nakatakas, sinausaw pa, pero mintis yung kanyang layup. Second effort, wala pa rin. Pangatlong subok, wala pa rin. As Jones had the ball tapped out of bounds by Bearfield. Sayang na pagkakataon para dito sa Blackwater. But you're loving the effort, Jolly.
Oh yeah,
sumusubok
definitely.
talaga.
Yeah.
They're still battling.
CJ Austria, sanay na umi-score ng mga 20-30 to sa amateur level. Siguro nagugulat siya. Ano ba na rin talaga sa PBA? He cannot just do whatever he wants.
Berkman, however, bails them out with a miss from the 3-point shot. Balik ang bola agad-agad dito sa Blackwater Bossing. Bearfield. Oh, nice drop pass to Una.
Yun ang maganda, di ba? He attracts a lot of attention. He's the number 3 scorer among locals in the whole of the PBA. Pag-atake na tatlong defenders in front of him. Magandang drop pass papunta kay James.
Ayun din naman ang gagawin itong si Newsom. Slam dunk para dito kay Jones.
Hindi ng foul dahil tinamaan daw siya ni BJ Andrade sa mukha.
Bearfield, atake na naman, gets the contact this time, and he will be rewarded with 2 free throws coming up.
Magandang two-handed throw down mula dito kay Marvin Jones, reinforcement ng Meralco Bolts.
Fairfield, 10 points in the matchup. First local double-digit scorer para dito sa Blackwater para suportahan yung 19. Itong si Upshaw III.
Interesting, tumatagal on the floor ha, si Rob Upshaw. Okay lang sa kanya. Again, di ba, pinag-usapan natin dati yung kanyang timbang na bit-bit niya.
Kanina, 6 minutes lang in the first quarter. Ngayon, hindi pa nagpapahinga yung runner, hindi uubra. Kapikang rebound patungo kay Fairfield. Austria against the import now. There's a cross match somewhere. Yung entry pass, sasaluhin. Magali na yan para kay Upshaw.
Legit naman din talaga siyang 7-foot Carlo, di ba? So he's a big boy. Di na pinapaba yung bola. Saluhin sa ere. Finish niya, Robert Upshaw.
This on another N1 opportunity. Para naman ngayon kay Cliff Hodge. So bawi. Yung dos na ipinasok nitong si Upshaw. May interest pa na may paparating na bonus free throw para kay Cliff Hodge.
Parang Cedric Fairfield had a piece of that yung putback nitong si Clifford Hodge. Pero ganun pa man, na-i-finish pa rin niya. May bonus free throw coming up pa para sa Meralco Bolts para kay Clifford Hodge.
And the bonus free throw falls for Cliff Hodge, extending their lead. At 13 points yan ang unang 3 puntos dito sa laro ni Cliff Hodge. Dali ang nahirapan. That's a forward pass. Oh, that's too risky a foul. Para dito kay Cancino, hindi lang niya pangatlo, penalty na rin sila.
Clifford Hodge, no? Kahit na hindi heavy scorer para dito sa Meralco Bolts, kailangan pa rin siya dyan sa loob for the offensive rebounds, the hustle plays, the defense. Pero mga nakarang laro, naka-11 puntos itong si Clifford Hodge at game against Barangay Ginebra. CJ Austria will sink a first of 2 free throws.
Cancino pauupuin muna for him not to commit another foul, which would be his 4th. Kaya pasok muna itong si Jansen Rios for the final minute and 28 of this first half of action. Malinaw ang pakay ng Meralco. If they sweep, if they win all 3 games remaining, sigurado, garantisado yung top 4
yes.
At yung twice to beat advantage. But if you're looking the lay of the land, kung sino pa yung magtatapat-tapat, yung dalawang panalo could actually get them there if they get to 8 wins. Para
You're
dito sa Meralco Bolts.
2 of the last 3 games na kasama ito, yes.
Pero para sigurado, para walang quotient, mas maganda. Panalo mo na lang lahat. Idiretso mo na sa Sham.
Tama.
As you see another mid-range jumper coming from Jones, 17 points to lead Meralco to this advantage. Fairfield, ginamit yung ball screen, bumitaw ng 3, pasok yan. That's a swish coming from Fairfield, now has 14.
Helping out itong si Robert Upshaw with the 21 points na para by big boy. Rob Upshaw, the pull-up 3-pointer of Fairfield.
3-point shot is brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook. Sumabit dun sa screen. Itong si Chris Newsome, leaving the opportunity for Fairfield. Newsome, gustong bumawi. Inilabas kay Brickman. 3-point shot. He's still struggling from the outside in this ball game.
Has to be able to knock that down. Has to be ready for that. Itong si Jason Brickman.
Kasi doon bumibiyak yung depensa ng Blackwater. No? Napakaraming bukas na tira for Brickman. Just could not sink it just yet.
So the Nunus, the Cancinos, they're identified na, di ba? So the others, they have to be ready.
Upshaw, an offensive rebound, carves out space for himself. Kanan, kaliwa, parehong mintis. Isa pang subok, ayaw pa rin talaga. Yung reverse, wala nang forma. 5 seconds remaining. Brickman to Jones, 2 to score. Pumasa pa, hindi na nabasa. Yung oras na nalalabi at dyan po magtatapos ang ating first half of action. Hiyawan, sigawan dito sa Big Dome. Lahat ng ginagawa nitong si Upshaw talagang ikinatutuwa ng mga nanonood na PBA faithful here inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum. So after all that, after an intense 24 minutes of basketball inside the Big Dome, we have the Meralco Bolts leading by double digits still. It is 61-51 in their favor as we head into our halftime break.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. All in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free. Last year, the spark of the Great Revival was ignited. This 2026, the spark becomes a wildfire. Witness a bigger tour of Luzon 2026. 5 regions, 13 provinces, 14 grueling stages, local and international teams, 1 legendary title. Every pedal, every climb, straight to your screens. Catch the Tour of Luzon 2026 from April 29 to May 13 only on the Pilipinas Live app. Also available on One Sports and One Sports Plus.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
Last year, the spark of the Great Revival was ignited. This 2026, the spark becomes a wildfire. Witness a bigger tour of Luzon 2026. 5 regions, 13 provinces, 14 grueling stages, local and international teams, 1 legendary title. Every pedal, every climb, straight to your screens. Catch the Tour of Luzon 2026 from April 29 to May 13 only on the Pilipinas Live app. Also available on One Sports and One Sports Plus.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
Last year, the spark of the Great Revival was ignited. This 2026, the spark becomes a wildfire. Witness a bigger tour of Luzon 2026. 5 regions, 13 provinces, 14 grueling stages, local
and international teams. One legendary title. Every pedal, every climb, straight to your screens. Catch the Tour of Luzon 2026 from April 29 to May 13 only on the Pilipinas Live app. Also available on One Sports and One Sports Plus.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
$61-51 in favor of the Meralco Bolts kontra sa Blackwater Bossing. Yan po ang ating talaan dito sa first half inside the Big Dome. Carlo Pamintuan, Jolly Escobar in this matchup between a team na naghahanap ng tatlong panalo para sigurado ang kanilang pwesto sa top 4 at the end of the elimination round. Jolly, the first half of action, maganda yung naging simula ng Blackwater, pero nung nakuha na nung Meralco yung kanilang rhythm, even getting help from their bench, they were dominant as they lead still by double digits.
Okay naman ang Blackwater, Carlo, pero Meralco opening up in the 35-point first quarter. Tapos nakapag-trade ng baskets ng konti itong Blackwater sa kanila. That's why we have a 10-point difference lang at the half, Carlo.
Very different but very entertaining import matchup sa pagitan nitong dalawang kampo. Meron kang isa that is a true team player. Alam yung sistema na kanyang pupunan. Just finds the gaps kung saan siya pwedeng umatake. Samantala, ito talagang binibigyan ng bola. Feed him more. Yan yung sinasabi ni Coach Patrick Aquino sa kanyang buong kupunan, and he has certainly delivered. Hindi na nga pinagpahinga nung second quarter. Pinalaro ng buong buo itong si Robert Upshaw as he is the leading scorer of this matchup with 21.
Parang pinapa-personify talaga ni Marvin Jones yung di ba? What Meralco is about. Parang they're all business. Pero gusto ko yung feed him more. Yun talaga siya sa may ilalim, Robert Upshaw. Pero first, yung 3-point field goals ng Meralco. This is one thing that's going for Blackwater is their efficiency from the 3-point line, 37%. Pero this is all the side of Meralco na. 18 assists na naman. Kung maalala natin, against Barangay Ginebra, that 27 assists. Tapos itong forcing turnovers, the 9 turnovers para sa Blackwater, making 13 points off of those turnovers. Tapos jump shot dito, jump shot doon. Perimeter points ng Meralco, 22 as against only 13 perimeter points for Blackwater.
Yung masakit kasi doon sa turnovers, ang dami doon live ball, Jolly. Ilan ba yung nakita natin na parang naglakad lang sa park? Parang ang dali-dali. Wala man lang dumidepensa dun sa mga fast break layups na nakuha ng Meralco Bolts in the first half. You need to find a way to cut down on your mistakes if you're Blackwater.
Looking at, yun na naman, magandang, when we were talking about this earlier, yung maganda pang spread na, pag-spread na naman ng mga puntos, tatlo na nasa double digits on that Meralco side, Carlo.
Muli, 7 po yan kontra sa Barangay Ginebra. 7 yung naka-double digit scoring doon sa malaking panalong nakuha nitong Meralco Bolts. Will we see another balanced attack coming from them here in the second half? We'll find out in just a little bit dahil lalo sanda na tayong umpisahan ang ating third quarter dito po sa Big Dome. Ito ang ating first game of the PBA Sunday doubleheader. Carlo Pamintuan po at Jolly Escobar kasama si Miss Belle Gregorio reporting from courtside. Our second game, boy, a big one. Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel against the Rain or Shine. Lasso Painters, 2 of the top 3 teams in the league right now. Locking horns, sila man naghahanap ng pwesto. Hindi sa playoffs pero sa top 4. Yan ang puntirya itong Rain or Shine at Barangay Ginebra sa laro nila mamaya.
Sabi mo 9 wins, Rain or Shine at 8 wins and 2 losses. That's what they're going to be gunning for sure. Barangay Ginebra 7 wins and 3 losses. They have 2 games remaining kasama Raynor Shannon. May TNT pa etong Barangay Ginebra.
Ano nga ba yung adjustments? Ano yung napag-usapan nung halftime break? Itanong na natin kay Miss Bell Gregorio. Bell?
As per assistant coach Joe Silva, as bad as we have been playing, we were only down 10 at the half. Sa dugout ng Bossing, pinaalalahanan sila to keep playing to their strength, which is Rob inside. At kanina nga pinapaulit-ulit pa. Carlo at Jolly, feed him more, give the ball to Rob because something good always happens whether he scores or makes a play. And when he's not there, run, get up and down the floor. Kaya ganun rin in-emphasize ang halaga ng rebounding sa kanilang kampo para mabilis silang makatakbo at makagawa ng diskarte sa opensa. Gentlemen.
Well, habang nagsasalita ka, binigyan na nga, no? Pinakain
On
na.
cue. Actually, kayong dalawa, on cue, sinabi mo, then sinabi ni Bell, feed him more. Ayan na, kaagad ang first play nila. Binigyan ng bola, nakapag-finish kaagad sa ilalim si Rob Upshot.
Naka-front yung import, help defense si Newsome. Second helper si Hodge, wala pa rin nakapigil sa kanila. Samantala, Mintis mula dito kay Jones. Pero si Cliff Hodge, dumire-diretso sa tira. One more try, and one naman yan sa kabilang banda para dito kay Jones.
Hindi natin alam kung bakit nasa may bandang 3-point area si Rob Upshot. Baka getting ready na bumaba sa kanilang sa kabilang side. At yun nangyari, easy offensive rebound para kay Marvin Jones. Easy clean-up job para sa kanya.
Natin yung problema As good as he has been on offense, kung hindi niya tutulungang rumebound yung kanyang koponan, ito, burado lang yung ginawa niya. As a 3-point play is completed on the other side by Jones, he has an even 20 points in the match.
Or kaya he's seeing Rob Upshot, siya pa rin pinag-uusapan natin. Kaya he's seeing success sa offensive side. Napakalapat ng kanyang katawan. He creates all that space underneath. Isang uurungan niya lang ng konting-konti yung mga defenders niya and getting baskets from underneath.
Si Una halos hindi binabantayan. Kaya ito, nakakita ng pagkakataong umatake. As he scores on a layup. Ito yung isa sa changes in the starting unit. Itong si Coach Patrick Aquino alongside itong si Austria and BJ Andrade as they get another stop here. They're only behind by 8 points. 8 points right now, 64-56. Cancino umangat and he gets the bounce for this N1.
Big bucket na naman dito para meron na naman silang breathing room. Pero if you go back 2 plays ago para dito sa Blackwater, anybody not named Upshaw or Barefield is a big help. James Una getting that basket pero binawi kaagad niya. Netong si CJ Cancino balik sa sampuhan nilang lamang.
Hinahanap lang ni Coach Patrick Aquino who can play well alongside itong si Upshaw. And Una is very agile, so pwede siyang mapakinabangan. Let's see if he can chip in more. Sa kabila naman, itong si Barefield ang nakabingwit ng foul kontra kay Newsome.
Gandang unit on the floor para sa Blackwater if you ask me. Diba? Barefield and the big boy Robert Upshaw. James Una helping out on rebounds and those baskets underneath. And then scorers BJ Andrade and CJ Austria. Diba? So, for sure can put points on the board. At tulungan, tulad ng sinabi mo, etong si Rob Upshaw.
15 na rin ang binibitawan. Itong si Barefield, he struggled to get off the gates earlier with a couple of early turnovers. Pero nung napaandar na niya yung kanyang opensa, starting with a 3-point shot, nagtuloy-tuloy ang ganda ng kanyang pinapakita. Jones, bibigay dun sa kanto. Brickman, 0 for 5 from the 3-point range. The float pass to the opposite corner. Sneaky pass to Hodge for the easy layup.
Ganda naman ang finish ni Clifford Hodge. Parang he took off use. Parang wrong foot pa siya doon pero able to finish.
Winasiwas yung depensa. Oh, good play coming from Jones. That is legal.
Pwede yun tumalbog na ng isang beses. Pwede na. Diba? Tama yun, Carlo?
That is correct. Brickman susubok pa rin. 0 for 6 now from downtown. Yung rebound ay mabibigay dito kay Barefield pero nakita niya kulang yung numero kaya hihintayin niya na itong si Upshaw bago umatake. Barefield. Oh, that's an easy offensive foul. Pinagpag yung depensa nitong si Hodge.
Second personal foul lang naman itong si Big Boy, so it's okay. Obviously, di niya gusto yung tawag na yun. Pero tingnan niyo yung sinasabi ni Carlo. Pinagpag na parang maliit na ano lang siya.
Yan yung mga yan yung mga Shaquille O'Neal fouls. Yung kahit konti lang yung gawin mo because you're so big and strong.
Tama. big 300-pounder is Rob Moore. 340 or 50 pounds is Robert Upshaw.
Atake na lang itong si Brickman. Ayaw pumasok yung tira sa labas. So he varies his attack. 6 points in the ball game for Brickman.
Try to keep it close. Kung Blackwater Bossing ka, give you a chance towards the end. Another bucket magula dito sa rookie na si James Una.
Good place. Coming from Una, that is a tremendous adjustment at the half coming from Coach Patrick Aquino. Binigyan ng pagkakataon and Una certainly delivering. 3-point shot, Cancino, no good. Rebound for Upshaw.
Getting defensive stops off their own, of course, hoping to capitalize on the other side. Blackwater again, di ba, try to keep it close. Hanggat maaari, 2 possessions, and there it is. Naku, nag-miss pa pala. Binilista ko na yun sa ulo ko. Ang ganda ng kung mawala na itong si Cedric Bearfield, pero niluwa pa rin yung kanyang layup.
Pero lucky break para dito sa Blackwater Bossing kasi matatawagan ang loose ball foul si Chris Newsom. The ball will stay on their side as Paul Zamar enters for Austria. So he should provide spark in scoring.
Yes.
And he just dropped 21 points in their last game. Upshaw mula sa labas. Ayaw. Rebound para kay Cancino. CJ runs into trouble. But he's fouled for 2 more free throws. Yung ginagawa ni CJ, the paint touch early, he's just waiting for a reaction coming from any defender. At panglima na yan itong si Bearfield. Kaya itong si Coach Patrick Aquino looks like he will challenge because he can't afford not to have Bearfield in this ball game for a prolonged period dahil siya nga yung kanilang leading local scorer, Jolly.
Great observation, Carlo. Yung paint touch na sinasabi mo na run. Dala-dala ang bola all the way to the painted area. Pag meron siyang jump shot, he's gonna pull the trigger. Pero yun na nga, pagka-air niya, dami na niyang, he knows he attracts a lot of attention. Still talking about CJ Cancino. And then he'll probably drop it off to some teammates, baka sa ilalim or kick out sa mga teammates na nag-aantay dyan sa may 3-point area.
Kasi wala namang mawawala eh. If you stop here, if sinalubong ka ng depensa, you kick it out, you reset. You have the entire shot clock to run a play. But the consistent wanting to get something early, the initial aggression, usually it works well for Cancino.
Ano bang sa tingin mo? Mukhang
pagtapos po ng review, may illegal contact si Bearfield against kay Cancino. Blocking foul po. Therefore, ang challenge po ng Blackwater is not successful.
Parang hindi pa nakapag-establish ng maayos.
Yeah, parang sinalubong. He was moving forward.
Ayun, oo. Tama.
And mahirap din kasi pa-sidestep itong si Cancino.
Saka hindi biro yun. Yung talagang tatayo ka lang at antay mo lang talaga tumama sa yung contact. Hindi na, it's not a joke naman na gawin talaga. So, nag-flinch. Merong forward motion at ito na yung free throws nito si CJ Cancino.
Pang-apat na player in double digits ng Meralco. Itong si Cancino joining Banquero, Newsom and their import Jones.
Carlo, napaka-fulfilling para sa mga coaches yung ganyan. Yung maraming players na playing with confidence. Di ba? Ibig sabihin na ma-motivate nyo sila. Okay, so it's just a great thing.
Saka magkakambal yan eh. Yung dami nung nakakapuntos at saka yung dami nung assists ng Meralco Bolts. And now they get another stop, another turnover. At agrabyado na naman ang depensa ng Blackwater dahil hindi pa makakababa. But a counter turnover, tinapon yun. Ito si Jones.
Na-excite masyado. They wanted something to happen habang wala si Rob Upshaw. Pero yun na nga. Na-excite.
Oh, the drop pass is deflected. Last touch by Cancino. 13 seconds in the shot clock for the Blackwater Bossing as Austria enters, well, quickly in this ball game. Papalitan naman niya si Andrade.
Catch a break ng pagkakataong yun. Pwede nang parang some type of a floater siguro. Pwede nang panira. Pero ito, titingnan natin. Sa pagkakataon para sa Blackwater.
Hook pass to Una. Barges into Newsom. That's an easy call on an offensive foul.
Palagi naman natin sinasabing, di ba, yung anytime you dip yung shoulder mo into the chest of the defender, automatic offensive foul, ganyan.
At saka ang linaw na nung pagkakauna sa pwesto nitong si Chris Newsom. Morel, papalitan. Si Una, who delivered positives for Blackwater in his stint here. The first 4 minutes and 2 seconds of your third quarter. Nakadalawang baskets naman yan. Cancino, bibitaw ng 3. That is way off. Upshaw with the rebound. Zamar looking for something quick. Bibigay kay Upshaw. Top of the key now against Jones. Looking for some movement. Austria. Bigger. Stronger. Kicks it out. David could not pull the trigger. David against a much smaller defender. Kakayo rin. Binomba pa. Mintis yung tira. Rebound. Mahuhulog dito kay Jones. Sends it forward to Brickman. They have a 4-on-1 advantage. Dalawa yung nag-agawan sa rebound. Kukunin itong si Cancino as he scores of that second opportunity.
Well, he played for Hodge. He dunked na yun. He missed. Pero like you said, nandun si Nusam at nandun si CJ Cancino. Agawan pa sa offensive rebound.
Nice quick spin pero mintis yung pabandang tira mula dito. Kay Upshaw, tatakbo na naman ang Meralco. Jones, spacing was a little bit problematic. Pilit yung tira. Hindi uubra now. This is a good chance to run for Blackwater. Oh, another massive collision. Another offensive foul will be called versus Blackwater.
Kanina pa niya binabangga rin itong si Clifford Hodge. Diba sa second time yata na makukunan niya si CJ Austria ng offensive foul. Galing yung mag-draw charge ni Clifford Hodge talaga.
Timeout will be requested now by the Meralco Bolts. 6:45 remaining in the third quarter. This timeout is brought to you by Solaire Online. Play the game your way on Solaire Online Sportsbook. Mga kapatid, abangan ang mga pinakabagong programa ng 105.9 True FM. Mas pinaagang balitaan kasama ang balita alas 3 at Good Morning Bayan. Sa hapon at gabi naman ay may bagong makakasama si DJ Makirena sa LSS at True Confessions with DJ Tony at Labuching. Simula na ngayong Lunes, May 4 sa 105.9 True FM. Tayo kaya, Jolly, kailan tayo magkaka-radio program?
Very interesting. Sali tayo doon kay DJ Tony tsaka kay Labuching.
74-60, 6:45 ang nalalabi sa ating third quarter of action. Itong Blackwater pumapalag pero hindi pa talaga makuha yung one big run na kailangan para makadikit ng tuluyan dito sa Meralco Bolts.
I would say ito 14 striking distance pa rin yan. Couple of stops, couple of baskets para sa Blackwater. Ito na naman si Clifford Hodge on the floor again.
Pushing foul, itatawag kontra sa depensa ng Blackwater at nasa penalty na itong Bossing. So 2 free throws yan. Para dito kay Cliff Hodge.
Ang angkla ng kanilang depensa is Clifford Hodge. Kasalubong sila. A much smaller Paul Zamar.
Cliff Hodge, the first free throw. The unique stroke nitong si Cliff Hodge. Dribble sa kanan, ipapasa doon sa kaliwa. Then at the last moment, he throws it back to the right to flick it forward. Yan, one-hand dribble. Kanan. Ilipat doon sa kaliwa. Yun, no? Di ba? Pero bibitawan niya bigla to flick it with the right.
Bottom of the net, bosses. Sige, ayos lang.
Pero matagal ng ganyan, ha? Yung free throws, parang paninindigan na talaga nitong si Cliff Hodge. Yung ganyang klaseng pagbitaw mula sa free throw line. It's a 15-point lead for Meralco. Humihingi ng bola itong si Upshaw. Pero si Abu Tratter, siyempre magsisink lang yung depensa nitong si Hodge. Dahil hindi niya pinagkakatiwala ang titirahan siya sa 3. Itong si Abu Tratter, one-hander mintis. Pero kay Morel pa rin yung rebound. Ayun, nakatapak na sa labas. Yun lang. Ngayon lang niya mahahawakan yung bola pero nasa labas na pala itong si Upshaw.
Well, minsan nagsiseal siya or he'll pin down yung mga defenders dun sa ilalim. Doon, masarap siyang bigyan ng lampas. Pero ngayon, parang nakatayo lang siya doon. So nothing really happened dito sa opensa ng Blackwater. They're down 15.
Banquero, iiwan dito kay Jones, and it's a third slam dunk of the ball game for Marvin Jones. 22 points in the match.
Patak na patak. I was close to him kanina, Carlo. Talagang balat na balat yung pangangatawan nitong si Marvin Jones. Kaya kung maka-ere siya, ganun, easy two-handed throwdown para sa kanya.
And the thing about that play is, pag tumapak na itong si Upshaw towards a slasher, someone must be running towards his man. Hindi na pwedeng pabayaan mo because that's the import of the Meralco Bolts that you're leaving unmarked. 77 to 60. 17 ang abante ng Meralco Bolts. Ngayon Upshaw, sinusukat itong Jones. Ngayon ipapasa patungo kay Zamar. Zamar on the drive, the runner no good. Rebound goes back to ball. Zamar inside of the turnaround. Wala pa rin. Isa pang offensive rebound at foul ang itatawag kontra kay Newsome. That will send Meralco into the penalty situation. 5:14 left in the third quarter.
CJ Austria, timing lang. This time getting an offensive rebound naman. Tingnan natin if this will translate to points. Very important sana. Makakuha sila ng puntos, down by 17. That balik tayo sa biggest lead ng ating ball game.
Meralco, para walang usap-usap, 3-4-3 ang kanilang kailangan in their last 3 games to guarantee a top 4 spot. Oh, but a steal there, a smart one coming from Banquero. Aaron Black leaves it for Bong Quinto. Hindi niya ipipilit yung maagang atake. Jones will give it up to CB. Oh, but he dribbles it off his own foot. And now Zamar is off and running. He is ahead for the layup.
Unfazed na hinahabol siya nitong malaking Marvin Jones. Reinforcement ng Meralco Bolts. Na-finish niya pa rin yung kanyang layup. Paul Zamar.
A rare live ball turnover for the Meralco Bolts. Leads to an easy fast break opportunity. Black, babawi in. 3-point shot is sweet for AB.
Aaron Black putting it very, very low percentage from the 3-point there. Only his third 3-pointer ngayong conference.
Austria really likes challenging the defense of Cliff Hodge because yung sukatin, no? Yung kanyang
kanina pa no?
opensa kontra kay Hodge, but he will come up empty.
Sabi niya siguro ito may magaling tumipensang PBA player.
3-point shot is brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook as his lead is at 18 for the Meralco Bolts. Upshaw asking for a substitution. I think papalitan na siya sa susunod na pagkakataon. That's too easy. Coming from CB. Kanina pa siya umaatake ng ganon, Jolly, kahit yung unang pagpasok niya kanina in the first half.
He's a lane, matake, magandang finish, a floater type of a layup to Banquero. He's trying his best to defend sa low post area. Itong si Rob Upshaw, Marvin Jones. Import sa import, nagbabantayan dito, pero this is a 20-point Meralco lead na.
Upshaw will be subbed out. 8 minutes here in the third quarter. Parang napahaba yung pag-uusap nila ni referee Mardy Montoya.
Robert Upshaw may sinasabi pa doon bago pa umupo.
At may narinig itong si referee Mardy Montoya na hindi niya nagustuhan, kaya technical foul ang itatawag niya kontra kay Upshaw just as he was exiting this game.
Clearly frustrated Coach Pat Aquino.
Bong Quinto claiming the technical free throw. At hindi niya naman sasayangin yung pagkakataon. Upshaw sit on the bench right now. Most possibly for the rest of this third quarter. Sasamahan naman siya sa bench. Sa kabilang banda nitong si Jones. And they don't have itong si Raymond Almazan and Toto Jose in uniform. But so far, hindi pa naman kinakailangan yung kanilang tulong.
This is a nagbalun na. So a 21-point lead. Meralco Bolts.
Austria still trying. You have to give it to this kid. Talagang palaban, no?
Oo.
Walang inaatrasan si Austria.
Saka bukod sa tapang nga niya, di ba yung nakikita natin yung skill niya. Galing. Again, I always use this word sa kanya. It's very, very crafty.
Yeah.
Simple pump fakes, up and unders, ball fakes, try to throw off defenders.
Ito yung inaasahan ng Blackwater that will always be there for them, consistently providing the points. Itong si Christian David Di pa nga po nakakatulong sa kasamang palad for the Bossing here in this match.
Like, so, we keep on talking about yung kanyang range from the three-point area, Christian David. Pero I would like to see, kanina umatake siya, pero parang nakita ko parang medyo lacking in purpose yung kanyang atake. So parang 50-50 lang.
Pero nakakuha naman nila yung offensive rebound. That's another foul this time on Bates. He will send Abu Tratter to the stripe for 2.
Bawat koponan na wala mo mga reinforcements. Titingnan natin. Baka kakataon dito Blackwater Bossing. Parang level of playing field natin dito.
Still a lot of basketball left to play here in our first offering ng ating PBA doubleheader Sunday. Mamaya po, pagkatapos nito, malaki ang laban with definite playoff repercussions. Rain or Shine, the last two painters going up against Barangay Ginebra. San Miguel, Rain or Shine can join the NLEX Road Warriors as the two teams guaranteed for a top 4 finish at the end of the elimination round. Good offensive rebound para dito kay Bates. Black, ilalabas muna kay Quinto. Walang pagmamadali sa kanilang opensa. Aaron Black sees a driving lane. The drop pass. Bates. Niluwa pa. One more try though. Another offensive rebound for Brandon Bates. Mocon hindi pa nakakapuntos. So nothing to show for offensively here in this match. CB. That right side once again. A miss on the layup. Third offensive rebound. Mintis na naman para dito kay Brandon.
Talagang pasensya sa opensa nandun. Di ba? 2-3 tries.
4. Rims out with Paul Zamar. Sayang yun. Bukas na bukas. Pero nilawa lang ng ring. Coming up on 2.5 minutes remaining sa ating third quarter. Mocon, elbow jumper is another miss.
Empty possessions from both squads, Carlo.
Pero mas masakit yan for Blackwater dahil ikaw yung nagkakabol ng 18 dito. Troy Malilin will try from downtown. Wala pa rin yan. Another rebound for Bates.
Ang ganda kay Brandon Bates. He goes about his business getting a lot of rebounds. Offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds as well.
Kahit di mo bigyan ng tira yan sa buong laro, walang pakialam. Si Brandon Bates. He just knows what his role is with his squad. CB, that right side once again. Another layup for Banquero.
Same result, no? Parang parehas na atake din. Parang ganun din na parang took off on the wrong foot. Pero gandang mga finish pa rin off the layup magmula kay Chris Banquero.
Mocon having to defend a much bigger Abu Tratter. Hindi niya kakayaning tigilin.
Nakita talaga natin yung strength ng Abu Tratter. Yung pagkakataon yun na inararatong sa JB Mocon. Magandang finish. They need a lot more of those.
Mocon ilalabas kay Banquero. CB with a pass inside as Mocon finally is on the board, his first 2.
May maganda kay JB Mocon, parang he wants to dunk everything. In the process, magandang finish na naman para kay JB Mocon, a 20-point lead para sa Meralco Bolts.
There was this creation coming from Banquero. Akala nila pupunta siya sa baseline. Sisingit pala dyan sa gitna. Itong si JB Mocon extending their lead to 20 points, 87-67 for the Meralco Bolts.
On offense, wala
kanya-kanya tayo kung sino dumisay. Motion tayo, motion. Wow, motion. Keep running, motion. Motion. Pag na-rebound you, get it out again.
This just gave us now a chance now. We play Blackwater on Sunday, so you know, for us right now, I know it's scoring in cliche, but one game at a time muna. We have to, with this, it gives us a bigger chance to make the Final Four.
Taking a look at the team standings, lahat ng kupunan na nasa berde ay may pagkakataon pa to reach 9 wins, which is currently the mark for a guaranteed top 4 spot. Kasi may mga 4 losses na hindi naaabot yan. Di ba yun yung malinaw na malinaw?
Your best will be 8 wins na lang. Pero di pa natin alam. Meron pa mga 2 remaining games pa mga ibang team. So, malalaman natin in a week or so, Carlo.
Altamirano getting some burn here in the third quarter. Less than a minute remaining. As Meralco has simply dominated the Blackwater Bossing after a tight start. Our first 4 or 5 minutes of action, dikit lang naman. Tapos nagpakawala nga po ng 18-2 run ng Meralco, and they have been in control ever since. 2 seconds to score here. Bong Quinto, kailangan bumitaw. Flips it up. Muntik pang makuha yung tira as Una grabs the rebound, sends it forward to Altamirano.
Half-court na, half-time, Carlo, 10-point difference lamang tayo. Pero yun na nga, this is balloon to a 20-point difference. Meralco on top. At patuloy, parang ano pa, diving on the floor. JV Mocol, parang sila pa nagkakapoy dito. Meralco Bolts, Carlo. And it's just how they play the game. Di ba?
Hindi nagbabago.
Yes.
Kung ikaw yung lamang ng 20 o ikaw yung nalamangan ng 20, it's the same kind of effort. In and out on that 4-point shot for Chris Banquero, and that will do it for our third quarter of action. Another big one for the Meralco Bolts. Dinoble nila yung kanilang halftime lead, and they are staying in complete control of this ball game against the challenge of the Blackwater Bossing. One last quarter to play in this matchup. Meralco protecting a 20-point lead.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
And this has been the story of our matchup so far. Ang ball movement, kaya nandoon pa rin talaga para dito sa Meralco Bolts. Actually, their assist numbers took a dip in the third quarter, but still lording it over the Blackwater Bossing 22-13 in terms of sharing the basketball and finding the most open shots from their sets. Perimeter points, mainit din para dito sa Meralco Bolts. Even their import, Newsome and Aaron Black, nakatira na rin mula sa labas. Tapos yung kanilang identity, their defense, tenacious, consistent, aggressive. Looking for those live ball turnovers, turning them into quick points. Pag-alanganin yung pasa, asahan nyo na magiging madaling tira yan sa kabilang banda para sa Meralco Bolts. They go on the run at any given opportunity to power their offense. And now they're leading 87-67 starting the fourth quarter with Aaron Black, Chris Banquero, Brandon Bates, Bong Quinto, at JV Mocon as a 5 for the Meralco Bolts. Sa kabila naman, Altamirano, Bearfield, Malilin, Una, at Upshaw para kay Coach Patrick Aquino. And this is also important for Meralco because it's a tough stretch for them. Tatlong laro in the final, well, may ito ngayon, so 8 days of the elimination round. Sila yung may pinakamabigat na schedule. So it is important to give your mainstays, even your import, as much rest as you can get them. It started with that Ginebra win, the big win against Ginebra na hindi kinailangang dumiin masyado ng kanilang mga main gunners. Now,
towards the end na lang.
Towards
the second half na lang dahil parang nakapunan, Carlo, di ba?
This one, you can also do that as long as you keep Blackwater Bossing in check. Pwede mong habaan yung pahinga
Tama. Yan, sila Marvin Jones. Diba, these are precious minutes na nakapagpahinga sila dahil yun na nga yung sinasabi mo, tigit-tigit ang kanilang mga laro.
Meralco still has a match against Terra Firma and then a match against Magnolia. As Marvin Jones enters the contest para harapin at depensahan itong si Upshaw.
Sabi mo nga, lots of basketball ahead of us. So Blackwater, yun ang tinitignan nila. Time is still on their side. At yun na naman, nanagasahan na naman itong si Big Boy Robert Upshaw.
Talagang pag napwestuhan niya no, sa ilalim, kahit na nga import na yung dumidepensa sa kanya, mas manipis. Itong si Jones.
Sa tontuwa mga tao sa kanya, naghihiyawan pag siya may tanga ng bola. Yun nga, ang laki-laki niya. Pero yung mobility niya, meron naman. The up and under move against Marvin Jones. The left-handed finish, Rob Upshaw.
At nabatukan pa nga ata nung depensa mula sa likod. Di lang nga natawag. Samantala, Bangkero, nahuli na nito si Una. Pero kanila pa rin ang bola. No reset on the shot clock though. 3-point shot is sweet for Bong Quinto.
So you were talking about the Barangay Ginebra game. Meralco Bolts just looked pretty solid against Barangay Ginebra. Talking about yung kanilang mga assists, 27. You were showing the assists today. 22 na naman. So they're really enjoying. They're really having fun. Itong Meralco Bolts. And what a fit. What a nice fit yung kanilang reinforcement na si Marvin Jones.
This 3-point shot is brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook. Conversion coming from Bong Quinto as he also hits double digits. Siya yung pang-5. Will score double digits for Meralco in this ball game. We send it back to Bell.
How Blackwater's been letting Chris Bangkero do his thing or find his teammates was a source of frustration para kay Coach Pat sa kanilang huling huddle. At this point, they have to recognize and adjust to Bangkero's tendencies better. Keeping an eye on their man was also greatly emphasized dahil marami siyang nakitang butas sa kanilang depensa. Meanwhile, on offense, pareho pa rin. Find Rob. And hindi magkanya-kanya as that was what we saw in the third quarter. Carlo.
Maraming salamat, Bell, for that report. At yun din yung napapansin natin, no? Parang hindi naman iniiba nitong si Chris Bangkero yung kanyang atake. Yeah. He is doing things like what he did. Yes, same attack as the first half na hindi pa rin talaga magawa ng paraan ng depensa. And then another poor pass. Foul will be called against Altamirano. And sisilipin. Baka nga transition take foul ito na ipipito kontra sa kanya.
Carlo, going back to Chris Bangkero, he's already 14 points dito sa ating laro. His conference high is 17. A win against Phoenix. So malapit na siya sa kanyang conference high.
Referee is taking another look at that last foul. Another live ball turnover. Walang angulo yung pasa. As Altamirano bumps Bong Quinto out of position.
Hindi naman take, hindi naman transition take.
Just an ordinary foul. Still a big 20-point lead. Ang iniingatan itong Meralco Bolts. Cross-court pass to Mocon. Muntik na makanakaw sa ilalim itong si Bong Quinto. Still 10 seconds to work with. Bangkero on the drive. And one opportunity. Hindi daw. Sabi ng referee. Kala natin pang end one na. Nag-dribble pa ba?
Sa tingin ko, tough. Dapat bigyan ng continuation yun. Interesting. Sideline ang ating throw-in. Okay.
Jones says, I'll take it from the elbow, pero he will miss. Now Altamirano, atake. Won't get the layup to drop. Rebound, picked up, pero kulang sa pektos. Yung reverse layup nitong si Una.
Tayo naman, 9 minutes and 39 seconds remaining. Diba? Have to string up some defensive stops if you're Blackwater and of course get some buckets on the other side.
5 na ang foul nitong si Bearfield, kaya atakihin na lang siya, and that will be the final foul that he will give up here in this ball game. Bearfield, a bit frustrated, will step towards their bench because that will disqualify him from this contest. Mocon, just a smart move.
Galing. Beautiful move, Carlo. Quick spin, going baseline. Alam niyang he's taller than Cedric Bearfield. Easy finish magmula dito kay JB Mocon.
Token defense na lang dun sa poste, pero humabol pa mula sa likod itong si Bearfield. Mocon completes the end one, 5 points in this game. Di nakascore kaninang first half, but now trying to get himself going as well.
Yes. I miss ko yung mga numbers he used to put up. The double-digit points, lots of rebounds. JB Mocon, rain or shine pa siya nun.
I remember a particular conference when he was playing for Rain or Shine that he was their leading scorer,
Solid,
rebounder, assist, pati steals. Parang 4 statistical categories siya yung leader ng Rain or Shine. Pero hinahanap niya yung tamang sitwasyon para sa kanya. Now doing very well with the Meralco Bolts as Austria. Binangga nitong si Bong Quinto. And he will take 2. When he played for Phoenix, no, sa Mocon Phoenix, and then NLEX, now landing with the Meralco Bolts. But among all of the teams that he played for after Rain or Shine, parang dito, you see a role. You see na may nabagay itong si JB Mocon para dito sa kupunan ni Coach Luigi Trillo.
Maganda, very business-like type of team. At ito naman si JB Mocon, likes getting a lot of rebounds. CJ Austria moving without the ball, again going strong to the basket.
And then another part of that big exchange, nag-best player naman kahapon for the NLEX Road Warriors, itong si Deshaun Winston, who also really found a big role for himself, being traded from Converge to NLEX, getting a first 5 role, tapos double-digit scorer on average.
What an acquisition.
Absolutely, yeah.
Galing ng NLEX to be able to lure si Shawnee Winston into their camp. At parang sila yung 1-2 punch niya, Robert Pollock and then him, and then surrounded by just, di ba, solid specialists, sila Semerat.
Kaya nga sila yung mauuna na kupunan to book that top 4 spot and guarantee themselves twice to be an advantage in the quarterfinals. Runner with the right hand, good for Aaron Black.
Talagang kasama yan sa kanyang repertoire. Itong si AB, kanyang kanan na floater using his offhand lots of times during the game.
His former teammate, bibitaw ng 3 pero mintis itong si Andrade. 8.5 minutes remaining in this ball game. Meralco on cruise control pretty much right now as Aaron Black hits a 3-point shot, his second out the game, pang-anim na a double-digit scorer para dito sa Meralco Bolts. So it's like a repeat of what they did against Barangay Ginebra.
I want to see some urgency on this Blackwater side. Carlo, Patrick, you were talking about the wins, di ba, sa mga women's teams na hinahawakan niya. Yan ang gusto niya dalhin dito sa Blackwater Bossing.
Timeout tayo dito, 98-74, 24-point advantage for the Meralco Bolts, 8-12 remaining in this game.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang na.
Good Sunday crowd inside the Big Dome. Inaabangan din ang ating pangalawang laban ngayong araw as it will feature Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel versus the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. A big one in the Big Dome, so stick around for our second offering. That is right after this matchup sa pagitan ng Meralco Bolts at Blackwater Bossing. A dominant performance for Meralco, looking like they could be real challengers for a deep playoff run here in the Commissioner's Cup, Jolly.
Well, they're the team with the least number of games. Kaya kasama ito. After this, meron pang you mentioned dito, may 2 games pa. Itong Meralco Bolts, one of the few teams na pwedeng mag-champ na panalo at yun na nga, pag nakapag-siyam ka, automatic top 4 ka.
Hinahanap ng Meralco ang kanilang pang-pitong panalo and 7 wins is a guarantee for a quarterfinal slot. Diba? Yun muna, period.
Sabi ni Coach Luigi, yung old adage na one game at a time. Yeah, they're looking at this muna. Tama ka.
Next 2 games will be against Terra Firma and against Magnolia. Pagkatapos noon, malalaman natin kung sapat ba ang kanilang gagawin to be able to finish in the top 4 para isang panalo lang ang kailangan sa quarterfinals to reach the semis, which will be a best of 7 pull-up jumper. Di papasok para kay Malilin and the rebound is tapped out of bounds by Una.
Yan talaga ngayon ang binabantayan din natin. Tapos si Romay, yung team, yung standings natin, win-loss, at yung mga remaining games nila will be very important.
Jones going up against Upshaw. Ilalabas kay Banquero. Fakes the 3. Well, against 2 defenders right now. Ipapasa patungo kay Mocon. 1 dribble, pull-up jumper. Rebound goes to Andrade. Tap loose, pero nakatapak na yata sa labas itong si Banquero.
Kung Blackwater ko, parang, di ba, 7 minutes remaining. Last push, pwede pa to. Just that urgency na sinasabi natin. And of course, if you're Coach Pat Aquino, gusto mo naman bawasan naman itong napakalaking deficit na to.
But you see a lot of good pieces mula dito sa Blackwater Bossing squad. It's just a matter of putting everything together. And the other issue is there, syempre nagkaroon ng palit ng coaches from Coach Jeffrey Carriazo to Coach Patrick Aquino in the conference, di ba? Sa gitna ng ating elimination round. So if you're Coach Patrick, hindi mo naman mapapasok yung sistema na buo na gusto mo that quickly. But still, you know, again, you're seeing silver linings for this Blackwater squad. Upshaw magtatrabaho na naman as he scores against the defense of Jones.
I'm sure yun ang hiling ni Coach Pat Aquino sa kanila, di ba? Bawasan naman natin itong, what is this, 22 big points na deficit noon. Probably your first goal will be to try to bring it down to 15.
And that will be a foul drawn by Jones. He will take 2 free throws. Mukhang nasabitan itong si Una. It doesn't look like Coach Luigi Trillo is interested in putting back any of his starters outside of Jones kasi it's still a comfortable advantage for them.
You make a good point kanina, Carlo. Yung dikit-dikit na mga laro. So binabantayan mo talaga yung mga very vital, yung mga starters mo, vital players. Mukhang Alain Maliksi will be seeing some burn here.
Papalitan itong si Aaron Black ni Alain Maliksi. James Una, alabas. Clifford Hopia will see his first action of this ball game. At magbabalasan na rin ang Meralco with Kyle Pascual also checking into this ball game for the first time. Papalitan si JV Mocon. Ito feeling ko hihintayin lang na lumabas nitong si Coach Luigi, si Upshaw bago bunutin itong si Jones. 6:19 remaining in this ball game. 23 points for Jones. Again, he will not be a contender for best import of the conference. He will not provide eye-popping numbers, but the efficiency, the quiet efficiency, and the team-first mentality.
Yan ang magandang description. The quiet efficiency. And mukhang ganun siya. Mukhang he won't care for all this individual awards, accolades, and all that. Pero ang importante sa kanya, just looking at him, his demeanor and everything, importante sa kanya is wins. Marvin Jones. He's just all business and wants his team to win.
Upshaw coming up short on the first free throw. Oh, pero mabibigyan daw ng kapalit.
Carlo, yung sinasabi mo, Terra Firma, kalaban ng Meralco. This is on May 8, Biyernes po yan sa Ninoy Aquino Stadium. Tapos, yung last day ng ating elimination round will be the 10th of May. Kalaban nila Magnolia yan, May 10. Samoa po yan.
Yung Terra Firma, still not officially eliminated from playoff contention. There could be a possible backdoor for them. Meron pa kahit maliit na pagkakataon because they're still facing off against the San Miguel Beermen.
May chance
So if they tie at 6-6 and they beat San Miguel Beer, I know they will be underdogs heading into this ball game. We're talking about just sheer possibilities.
Just the numbers.
Pag nagtabla sa 6-6 and Terra Firma has win over the other for San Miguel, they will enter as the 8th seed. Again, a lot of big games still left to play here in the tail end of the elimination
kasi,
round.
Carlo, the 3 wins ka agad, no? Yung Terra Firma, no? So yun na nga, their best can be 6. Their best can be 6 wins, a possibility, pero yun na nga, it's SMB at Meralco pa ang makakasagupa nila.
31 puntos para dito kay Upshaw. Limited minutes in the first quarter, pero pagkatapos nun, pinagbigyan niya naman si Coach Patrick Aquino. Naglaro na ng mahaba. Kaya naman maganda na naman yung numerong ibibigay, but still as a squad can't find that one big run to be able to get back into this ball game.
Yun maganda. It would be nice for Alain Maliksi to get off some shots right about now para makuha lang yung kumpiyansa dahil yun na nga, by all indications, they're gonna be making yung ating quarterfinals, possibly the top 4. So very, very important to involve the veteran scorer, Alain Maliksi.
You never know when you will need the help of someone, of a gunner like Alain Maliksi. Samar wants to throw the entry pass. Ngayon, top of the key, 3-point shot is good for Malilin. May skills yung bata eh. He has the weapons. It's just a matter of putting everything together para dito kay Troy Malilin.
Laki pa yung katawan na Carlo. At saka gusto ko sa kanya, he likes getting rebounds. Always has a good number of boards, Troy Malilin.
Bongkinto hindi na magmamadali. Good pass to Kyle Pascual. Short corner jumper. Wala yan. Rebound for Malilin. Troy kicks it out. Austria sets his feet for 3. That's a miss. That's way short. Forward pass. Bongkinto. Good swipe from behind from Austria to recover.
Well, fired up an air ball. Carlo tried. He did not give up on the play. Got that nice swipe like you said.
Now we have a timeout. 104-82. A dominant performance still for the Meralco Bolts.
Number 3 in all of the PBA locals in scoring, 21-point average. So we know he can score.
Bearfield,
dito.
limited to 26 minutes in this matchup. 4 of 9 from the field, including 2 for 3 from downtown. Meron din siyang 3 rebounds and 5 assists. But fouled out of this contest.
Ramping up on the yung facilitating niya. I think I mentioned it kanina, di ba? He had a game na recent lang. Under Coach Pat Aquino, 8 assists. He had a 12 assist game. Talking about Cedric Bearfield.
Another offensive rebound para dito kay Brandon Bates. Hindi muna titira ng 3 si Alain Maliksi. Maliksi, downhill attack, goes to the corner. Bongkinto, signature shot is good.
Sakit naman ang sa Blackwater Bossing. You play good defense for 23 seconds, Carlo.
Tapos naisahan pa.
Naisahan pa.
Samantala, Bates, 8 rebounds, 4 offensive, 4 defensive. Just another day in the office para dito kay Brandon.
I love it. And you mentioned it, he doesn't even care na. They don't draw 0 plays for him. Okay lang, kukuha ko ng maraming rebound. I will fill in a role, Brandon Bates. Napakahalaga ng mga player na ganyan para sa isang koponan.
Kasi may may prototype ka ng susundan eh.
Tama.
You see a Cliff Hodge who's been with the Meralco franchise ever since they drafted him. He has played more than a decade in the PBA. And you think to yourself, okay, if I just play defense, I will stay with this team and I will continue to be a PBA player.
Ang maganda pa doon, mas may size na doon sa yung comparison natin. Itong kino-compare natin siya kay Clifford Hodge. He's bigger, he's wider. Yun na nga, nakikita natin that teams just need players like that. You don't have to score 15 or 20 on a given night. Basta maraming rebound, you specialize, okay ka na. I can totally relate to that.
Absolutely, Jolly Escobar. Gano'n nga ba kahaba yung PBA career? Gano'n kahaba? 11 years. Hindi po marami ang umaabot dyan.
Importante mag-specialize din. Tama ka, Carlo, di ba? Benji paras yung bola. Benji paras na Benji. O, sige na. I'll do something else.
Shout out kay Papa Bear.
Shout out, Papa Bear.
Pinahaba niyo po ng tuluyan ang karera ni Johnny Escobar.
Salamat, boss. At saka kay Papa Ronnie, siyempre. Siyempre, pasalo ang Papa Ronnie sa ilalim. Kung pa 2-2-4, importante yan, di ba? Para medyo buhay ka. 4-6, di ba? Malaking bagay.
Okay na yan.
Okay na yan.
2.5 minutes remaining here in this ball game bago makuha ng Meralco Bolts ang kanilang pang-pitong panalo that will guarantee them a spot in the quarterfinals at least. But we know that is the soft target. Mas may gustong makuha ang Meralco Bolts and that is twice to beat advantage heading into the quarterfinals. Kasi kung tinitignan mo, yung mga naghahabol na kupunan, those who might not be able to make it into the top 4, ang lalaking pangalan. Ang gagaling. You know, the San Miguel, the TNTs. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. You have the Magnolia there. You have Phoenix with their best import coming back. So, any matchup, magiging mahirap talaga. So, you will need any and all advantages that you can pick up.
Parang, dahil minention mo yan, parang yung sinasabi natin, usually parang 1 foot in ka na eh, pagka nasa top 4 ka. But because you mentioned those teams na nasa bottom 4, parang hindi eh.
Okay, siguro masaktong tawagin margin for error. Yung twice to beat advantage na makukuha ng top 4.
Sa bottom 4.
Kaya nga, hindi po nyo pwedeng palampasin ang kahit anong aksyon as we start the quarterfinals after May 10. The completion of our elimination round dito sa PBA 50th Season Commissioner's Cup. That's an N1 for Una, still putting in the work for the Blackwater Bossing. Talagang nakukuha niya yung tiwala ni Coach Patrick Aquino. Again, this is important moving forward for these players kasi hindi mo naman alam kung sino yung live contract pa, sino yung nakapirma pa ng ilang taon. This might be a really good chance to carve out your space and show your value to this squad moving forward.
At kanina pa natin pinag-uusapan na yung mga you specialize on something, di ba? Siya, James Una does not stop. Just gets a lot of rebounds. Kanina pa yan. Putbacks ngayon, makes a free throw. These little things, obviously, they matter, Carter.
Alain Maliksi, you can see the offense trying to get him a clean look from deep. Maliksi, ibibigay niya kay Comia. 1 second to shoot. Emergency shot, no good. With Austria picking up the rebound. Again, 2 more games remaining. The schedule for the Meralco Bolts, Terra Firma at Magnolia, ang kanilang huling dalawang kupunan na haharapin before they close out the elimination round schedule. And this win will officially book them a spot in the quarterfinals, no questions asked.
Sa top 8. Let's make that clear. Sa top 8 muna. Now you seriously go for the top 4. Diba? We keep on talking about their 2 remaining games pa. Talking about obviously the Meralco Bolts. Yan naman ang pinag-usapan natin. Top of the coverage pa lang. Diba? It's simple para sa kanila. Sa larong ito, just play their brand of basketball. Meralco basketball.
And the business-like attitude, especially nung kanilang import, nakita mo agad-agad. So you know it was going to be a serious game for Meralco. Still?
Tama ka. Actually, parang yung first play pa lang, diba? He was all, makikita mo yung demeanor niya, yung mukha niya. He was just all business. We're talking about Marvin Jones, reinforcement po ng Meralco Bolts. Simulat sa pool, they were all business.
Nabigay pa ng foul itong si Paul Zamar, which allow itong si Comia to get 2 free throws to try to get on the board bago magtapos ang ating laro. But he will miss the first free throw. Hali again, itong pagkakatatag ng Meralco, adding pieces slowly but surely, making sure that you will have a strong first 5, pero yung health, yung susunod na mga players.
Yung bench boss, diba? Importante yung complementary players mo. Your second unit has to be solid as well.
The addition of JV Mocon. And then just selecting the import who will not get a second look from the other teams. Maghahanap yan ng dominante. But they knew exactly what they were looking for in Marvin Jones.
Galing ng pagkapili, parang talagang napakabagay niya. Ibig sabihin, not only the style of play, even his demeanor. And we were talking about this early sa ball game na to. But yung kanyang business-like demeanor, itong si Marvin Jones, bagay na bagay dito sa Meralco Bolts. At nakikita natin, getting these wins. This is gonna be win number 7. And again, to try to go for win number 8 and 9 and try to outright march into top 4 Meralco Bolts.
And 9 is the mark currently. It could be 8 depending on the other results.
Pwede ma-adjust dyan, di ba? Di natin masabi mangyayari sa mga, di ba, yung mga games ng mga ibang kupunan.
Pag nagkabuhol-buhol sa gitna yan, marami pa yung teams na pwedeng magtapos sa 8 wins.
Diyan na yung sinasabi natin yung quotient system natin. Diyan napapasok pag na-bull sila. Let's say tatlo na, di ba, nasa, let's say 8 and 4, yung ganon.
Kaya ngayong Meralco, ayaw na nilang mag-compute, ayaw na nilang magbilang kung sino yung tinalo nila, kanino sila natalo. If you win 3, walang tanong-tanong, you're heading into the quarterfinals with a twice-to-beat advantage, and that should do it. The final rebound of this ball game. Pinapara na ng buong Meralco bench ang kanilang kupunan. No need to score anymore. Just let the time expire. Meralco just with a flawless performance after a good start for Blackwater. 18-2 run, and that would be the run that would turn this ball game completely in favor of the Meralco Bolts.
Galing. I'm sure humiling itong si Coach Pat Aquino na bawasan naman natin ito kalamangan to this end at a 15-point difference. Pero what a win na naman. We saw the discipline na naman itong Meralco Bolts depensa. On top of that, yung offensive game nila looks pretty solid. A good number of assists again. Pinangalanan natin si Chris Banquero para sa ating best player dahil very impactful kanyang mga layups, kanyang mga ginagawa kanina na 14 points, 8 assists, nag-facilitate pa itong si Chris Banquero. On top of that is the 6 of 15 field goals of Chris.
My best player ka who came off the bench for the Meralco Bolts just speaks of their quality, their depth, and their ability to get contributions from anyone, top to bottom. Meralco Bolts winning this one 108-93 kontra sa Blackwater Bossing. Pero tutok lamang po kayo, may malaki tayong laban na kasunod dahil kasado na ang harapan ng Rainer Shine, Elasto Painters at Barangay Ginebra San Miguel sa pagpapatuloy ng aksyon sa inyong PBA 50th Season Commissioner's Cup.
Game, Chris Banquero. CB, what would you associate to your offensive night tonight, a notch higher than your usual average this conference?
Yeah, we needed to win the game tonight, so offense was going and, trying to make a run for the top 4, so it was a good day today.
The ball was moving. What else did you like from how the Bolts showed up?
Yeah, our defense was good tonight. Upshaw is, he's a tough player, so we knew that we had to play our best defense, so I thought we played great in the second half.
How big has the support of the Bolts Nation been, and of course your loved ones, to get this victory?
Yeah, Bolts Nation is always behind us, and we're very thankful, and it's always good to have my son here.
Thank you, CB. Thank you so much for joining us as well. Let's now turn it over to the press conference room.
We are now with Coach Luigi Trillo. Coach, another lopsided win. Only one day to prepare against Blackwater. How did you did it? Yung consecutive na routes. after that win over Ginebra?
Yeah, well, we're used to playing almost every other day. So we've had times before where even the ESL or BCL where we'd fly three, 4 games. So we're used to that. But I think second game that we've had 6 guys in double figures. Today, I think we had 26 assists, 7 turnovers. The game before, I think we had 27. So we're also shooting the ball well. It's a testament to these guys that they game locked in. It gives us a chance now to really, put pressure and get a chance to get the top 4, right? Been with Coach Nenad now since he's handled the program. I think it's our 7th or 8th conference where we've made the quarters, and we've made every quarter finals. But this could be big the next games if we can get the twice to beat.
Highlights of this matchup sa pagitan ng Blackwater Bossing at Meralco Bolts. Nagkakasaayawan pa bago ang simula, but it would be a good first quarter, at least the first 6 minutes of the match for Robert Upshaw and the rest of the Blackwater Bossing. We saw them perform well. We saw them fight back at nga makakalabang pa nga panandalian as Upshaw was just dominating in the shaded area early.
We were talking about yung magandang start nitong Meralco Bolts. That's gonna be a 35-point quarter, pero makikita natin yung di ba sinasabi natin, i-love lang ng i-love yan papunta kay Upshaw, pero this time, it's gonna be a 4-pointer para kay Upshaw.
At maaga nating nakita ang paglipad nitong si Robert Upshaw. Lamang pa nga ng isa midway through that first quarter. Pero itong si Jones, nung napansin na wala na, nung nagpasab na, itong si Upshaw doon na nagdomina. Ang import naman ng Meralco Bolts, we saw him hurting the defense inside, outside. Titira rin ng 3 para ilamang ang Meralco. It was an 18-2 run, Jolly, in that first quarter that turned that ball game completely around. 35 first quarter points.
And nakita nitong si Jones, wala na yung Upshaw, panay ang atake, tumira ng 3-pointer, pero now bumalik na sa laro sa umpisa ng ating second quarter. At eto na naman, aararuin niya na naman. Etong si Marvin Jones doon sa may ilalim. Sabi niyo nga ni Bell, feed him doon sa may ilalim.
Talagang masakit kalaban itong si Upshaw, pero sa bawat pag-atake niya, may ganti naman. Lalong-lalo na yung pagpasok coming off the bench nitong si Chris Banquero. Immediate impact, titira ng 4 at ilang beses binasag yung depensa. Sa samot-saring mga layup, dadaktak na naman ito si Marvin Jones.
Ganda, iniiwas na sarili niya doon sa malapit na may pangangatawang Robert Upshaw. This is gonna be Clifford Hodge naman. Ito, this is gonna be a nice drop pass going to Cliff. At magandang finish sa may ilalim.
At mula doon talagang iningatan ng Meralco Bolts ang kanilang double-digit na kalamangan. 61-51, 10 lang yan entering the third quarter, pero dodoble yan para sa Meralco Bolts. A live ball turnovers really hurting the cause for the Blackwater Bossing, leading to easy fast break opportunities for the Black Bolts.
Just can't seem to get going itong Blackwater Bossing, pero ito nakakuha ng isang steal. Itong si Paul Zamar all the way to the races. Hindi naman siya nangamba na may humahabol sa kanyang shot blocker sa likod.
But the balance was really there for the Meralco Bolts. Lahat ng pinasok ay talagang nakapagbigay naman ng tulong. Isama mo na dyan itong si Aaron Black as he converted on that triple. At this stage, they were ready to break the game wide open.
Yes, next will be Banchero. Banchero had a very nice game, 14 points in total. Ilang beses na ginawa yung kanyang
pareho,
maganda,
no?
mala floater na layup. Chris Banchero.
Dumoble na nga yung lamang from the third quarter as they will enter the fourth up by 20 points. Then more members of the Meralco Bolts chipping in. That would be a basket coming from JB Mocon. Also getting the 6th personal foul kontra kay Bearfield. And at this point, it was just too big a lead to try and overcome. Titirahan ka pa ng 3 ni AB.
Kita natin, of course, nakikita natin pala yung maganda na disiplina on defense para sa Meralco Bolts. Pero on offense, they were also wheeling and dealing. Pero sa pagkakataon to, ito namang si Troy, malilin umatake. Magandang finish para sa kanya.
But putting the finishing touches on this win would be Bong Quinto para dito sa Meralco Bolts, picking up their 7th win and guaranteeing themselves of at least a spot in the quarterfinals. But their target remains to be that twice to beat advantage. They can get that if they win their final 2 games against Terra Firma and Magnolia. And that will do it for the Meralco Bolts 108-93 victory against the Blackwater Bossing.